podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling. 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 Every day I'm.
En este deporte no se viene a jugar y no le tengo miedo a nadie. You don't come to play in this sport. I fear no one in this sport.
Does that mean that you will fight Triple G later this year?
Como lo dije en la pelea pasada, ahorita mismo me vuelvo a poner los guantes. As I said in the last fight, right now I'll put on the gloves again. ¡Viva México!
Canelo wants to unify all the titles.
When did you realize, Andy, that you could take his power?
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me, so talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the Boxing Voice.
Good morning, TBV. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. It is Tuesday morning, 1:25? About to say 9:25. Lord have mercy. Every day is Friday. Shout out to sunny Florida, getting that beautiful vitamin D coming straight in the bay window here and enjoying life. Woke up to some great topics. Shout out to my Discord people. Ignorant Boxing posted this very interesting Instagram post by Barak Bliss of Dazn. Shout out to Barak and of the Dazn Boxing Show and the Sweet Scientists. My guys over there always grinding, always working. And, he posted something on his very popular Instagram, The Boxing Bully. And I'm going to go ahead and screen share that for you right now. If you're not following, go ahead and follow The Boxing Bully, Barak Bliss. Oh, shit, I put Bliss. All right, I got to change that in my notes. But this is the post here. And he's like, wow. This fight being made between Jared Anderson and the Cuban Flash. Jared Anderson is Big Baby, the real Big Baby, who was signed to Top Rank, and the Cuban Flash is Frank Sanchez, who is with Canelo team Eddy Reynoso. And he said it's being made right in my comment section. Both very talented fighters. I'd rather them wait till the fight is bigger. What do you think? Who wins? So Anderson says he got Michael Bounty Hunter in this one, right? He's too elusive for Frank Sanchez, and he got skills to him. I know him. I sparred him myself, 100 emoji. So, it was like a split picture, and, they're like, who wins? Is it Hunter or Sanchez? So, Anderson picked Hunter would be victorious over Sanchez based on sparring with him. So Cuban Flash comes back and says that he'd beat both of them, Hunter and Jared Anderson, on the same night. Easy work. And then Anderson comes back and says, yeah, now you barking up the wrong tree, with two laughing out loud emojis. And Cuban Flash says, send the contract. So, this is pretty good. I didn't think it was his own show, but when you factor in that his trainer is Eddy Reynoso, and by his, I mean Cuban Flash, right? When you factor in that his trainer is Eddy Reynoso, and the news of Vergil Hunter, I called him Vergil Hunter, and the news of Vergil Ortiz choosing to go with Manny Robles instead of Eddy Reynoso, who we are talking about. And, I said, all right, well, these two topics, that's a good enough show, because Vergil Ortiz, the father of Vergil Ortiz Jr., tells ESPN he'll train his son, Vergil Ortiz Jr., alongside Manny Robles, the former trainer of Andy Ruiz, when he beat Anthony Joshua for the unified titles and to give him his first loss ever. So he'll be training Vergil Ortiz alongside Manny Robles versus Michael McKinson of the UK, and that fight's going to happen March 19th. Ortiz Sr., the father of Jr., did say that they spent a few weeks at the Canelo's gym in San Diego, but that timing didn't mesh with Eddy Reynoso's availability for this fight. So I was thinking maybe we need to do a poll. The UK, and that fight's gonna. Maybe we need to do a poll and say, should Eddy Reynoso had made time for Vergil Ortiz? Right? And then let's have some of the options be yes. Yes. Get rid of Ryan, Keith Ortiz. Right? Now you got time. Now you got time. How about yes? Just make time. Even though they already said he didn't have the time. You know, what are we going to ask? Should he have, made more time? So, I don't know. I don't know if that's a good option. Let's move on and come back to that one. How about, who else could we get rid of? Should we should someone be replaced? Because Vergil was a very interesting talent. I mean, obviously, if he would have got with the Canelo team, the fact that he's Mexican, he's from that San Antonio, Texas area, it would have really blew him up, And for Eddy, that would have been another great, fighter to have as a Mexican trainer. It would have just made sense. So, and he's promising, right? Like more promising than some other prospects and champions. Not saying any of the ones that he already has, just saying that Vergil's also in the welterweight division, As a Mexican puncher, English speaking, good amateur background, high profile trainer like Eddy Reynoso, I don't understand how he didn't make time for Vergil, because again, seems like a bunch of money. You know what I mean? Seems like a bunch of money. I'm not saying he can grow to be the level of Oscar, but he has a lot of elements that could make him into a star. The right win, and he could be the next cash cow of the welterweight division. So it came as a surprise, and I figured, this is definitely something we should talk about. Again, when a lot of people, they consider Ortiz a guy that will be at the top pretty soon. They want to see him fight the Ennises and the Crawfords of the world. I think that, again, for the sake of more reasons than just popularity, obviously being amongst Frank Sanchez, Ryan Garcia, Oscar Valdez, who is the current champion, Canelo Alvarez, who is the current champion, Andy Ruiz, who's a current former unified champion, right? I guess they can't say current former. Who's a former unified champion. That could give this young Vergil some sort of motivation that can take him to the next level, man. And look, there's no disrespect to Robles. He's highly qualified. He's the one that got Andy to where he is at. It's with Robles that Andy did get the win over Anthony Joshua. Robles also could be credited for bringing Charles Martin back. He's another one that he revived. And if I'm not mistaken, Robles had Oscar Valdez in the beginning of his career, and even Michael Conlan. Like, Robles gets a lot of guys, they just tend to leave him. I don't know if it's because he doesn't have a great facility. I don't know. He's a hell of a guy. I got to speak to him either that Saturday or that Sunday. So it was either at the Haney fight or the Tank fight. And, shit. We might be doing something, especially now that he got Vergil, because I had made a proposal to him that he totally accepted. And, with Vergil, it would be so much better. But again, for Vergil, I feel like, on paper, to the naked eye, teaming with Reynoso might have been, I don't know, man. Like, Canelo is this generation's Floyd. If you see how people would run, miles next to Pacquiao and Mayweather, you know what I mean? Like, oh, they're going jogging. I'm going to just try to jog as much as Floyd. Try to jog all these miles of that Pacquiao puts in. Like, and they'll have all these people running with him. And all I'm saying is that's how Vergil would be feeling. I'm not saying go over there and be, in awe and get, starstruck. I'm just saying the same way, Crawford has his camp and people go out there and right away we assume that they're going to be better because they got that training in that camp. It's no different with Verge, man, He could get some rounds with Canelo. Obviously, there won't be, full out rounds. Or maybe they will because, Canelo says he doesn't really go soft. So I don't know, but there's just a lot, man. You get that teaching that, those moments where he's going to stop you and tell you how to do certain things that he believes works. But none of that matters because they did not go with Eddy due to Eddy Reynoso having what they're calling his timing didn't mesh with Eddy Reynoso's availabilities for this fight. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It doesn't mean that it's over. It's just this fight. If he gets past Michael McKinson, it doesn't mean that they can't go back and revisit this conversation because I like it. But he could also end up falling in love with Robles. Many people do. Robles is a pretty good guy. He's got Estrellita over there, the dude that Andy hit when he missed the entire target pad, He took that shot pretty well, by the way. But yeah, it's not necessarily, it doesn't necessarily mean that it cannot happen. But, it's up to Robles now to make a good, long-lasting impression on young Vergil and keep that job, I don't know, man. I'm competitive. When these guys go up and they're looking for trainers, if I'm that trainer, I'm making phone calls, man. If I'm hungry, I know everybody's got this sit back and wait mentality. If he want me, let him call me. If he want my service, he know where I'm at. He know how to get in touch with me. I don't want to hear that shit, man. Having Vergil on your roster is good for business. It's just good for business, man. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. And he's not really truly being built the way that he should be built. Man, shout out to Mr. Steal Your Chin with the early morning $50 super chat. That's 2 days back to back. Shout out to the champ. We appreciate you for sure. He says, only because I feel like starting your money off with a bang. Shout out TBV. Shout out to SDS Promotion. Shout out to Controversially Correct. Give me that Tank soundbite while I get this money. Boots beat all these young contenders easily. 3 glove emojis. And you know, for that reason exactly, I think it would be better for Vergil to be with an elite level trainer that's used to being across from an elite level corner and fighter.
I love boxing. I love being in there in the ring. So being
that was not what I meant to press.
And when you're in the trenches, you know, it's cool to shoot them bullets. How you gonna defend yourself when them bullets coming back?
Go ahead, feel like a brick, a bird, bad little.
He love that soundbite. Shout out to Baltimore. Let's see. I never finished my poll because I didn't know what to go with, right? I'm still struggling here on the options that we should give each other as to what should be done. And I put Reynoso for whatever reason. So I got, yes, get rid of Ryan, keep Ortiz. I think that's a bit harsh, right? But we're going to keep it anyway. Yes, just make time for Vergil. I wish they let me do more character because the truth is, you know, he should be, I should be able to say more. So something like, yes, just make time for Vergil. You know, he's like, he has upside or something. I can't even fit that. But all right, so we got two more options, right? What should we do? We got to go with Robles, right? Got to give Robles some love and say, Manny Robles is a fine choice. That fit barely. And what else could we do? Wish he would have went with Derek James. Nah, that's so biased. I'm the only one getting to pick names, right? Let's put other trainer, right? Should have picked another trainer. Let's see if that fits. Yeah, should have picked another trainer. We got 4 options for you. Let's go. Let's see what happens. We got Mr. Steal Your Chin. This says starting your morning. Oh, my friend, I think that you. Oh yeah, okay. You said starting your money off with a bang. So you said you meant to say starting your morning. Appreciate you, nonetheless, my friend. The poll is live. And if you're going to call in, obviously you can talk about Big Baby, the real Big Baby, signed the Top Rank, Jared Anderson having a back and forth with Frank Sanchez. And then finishing it off with, no, actually it's Frank Sanchez that finished it off with, no, actually it's Jared, right? So here, let me screen share this again. He says, you know, I'll send the contract immediately, but if you look at this, this is like how old. I couldn't even find it on Barak's Instagram. But just from the picture said 14 weeks ago, and the responses were 8 weeks ago, which is 2 months, you know, 2 months from the response. And yeah, I wonder what happened. Maybe Bruce Trampler couldn't do it. Let me send, I think we got some guests today too, but I'm going to still send Brandon Bruce's number. See, could we get him on late. Oh well, he's actually early because he's in Vegas. But nonetheless, let's see what happened. Like why this never happened? Why they never sent old Sanchez an offer, especially when Mr. Jared Anderson said he'll be sending a contract immediately. You know, and listen, Anderson's got to have some confidence, right? Because he's seen what Sanchez did to F.A. Ajagba, and he was a sparring partner for F.A. Ajagba once Ajagba signed to James Prince and went over the Top Rank, which is crazy, you know. He signed to James Prince, went to Top Rank, and lost. to a PBC fighter. Left PBC, signed the Prince, went to Top Rank only to lose to a PBC fighter, and now you're not really seen. Where is he? Are they bringing him back? I hope they're bringing him back, man, because he's still, good. Right? Yeah, of course he is. Of course he is. We got to just see him in a return fight. So, we talk boxing around here. I seen the Clarissa back and forth. Has anyone seen the Clarissa back and forth? Crazy, man. I wonder when that fight is, how is that fight going to happen? How are we going to see it? Because I know they signed a boxer, her and Savannah Marshall. And, yeah, there was a bit of back and forth. Let me see if I can find the actual tweet. Rob, if you hear me, you know what I need, champ. Send it. In the meantime, shout out to Big Shot Shaw. We've been saying his name 2 days in a row. Shout out to my man who super chatted about Stephen Big Shot Shaw. He kept saying the one that was slept on. He got to fight. Finally, he got to fight. And it's a decent name, But this is why I give Jerron credit for Delorme. And you see, I went to bat for that in an interview, versus someone saying that Delorme didn't deserve credit. I think it was Bernie. But the point is, Joey DeVaco, I mean, who's had a better career? Obviously, Delorme. We ain't really, that's rhetorical. I wasn't waiting for an answer. Like, obviously, Delorme's had a better career. You know what I mean? But we still gonna give Stephen Big Shot Shaw credit for DeVaco because we know what he brings to the table. Tough Philly fighter, good left hook. Rumors are knocking out AJ before the Andy Ruiz fight. DeVaco's tough. He's a common opponent with Frank Sanchez and many others. I like that fight for Big Shot Shaw, man. I really do. And it's gonna be on the Martinez Conciao card, which it should be like this weekend, bro. That's crazy. They slid this in. I wonder, do we even get to see it? Because the Martinez, that's Xavier Martinez versus, what's the name, Conciao. Let me see what's his first name. I had that schedule pulled up. So that's happening. Oh, actually, that's on the 29th. Wait, isn't that this week? My calendar out. Shout out to Jimmy on the beat. Yeah, 29th is this Saturday. And that'll be in Tulsa. Oh, so this is the one that's also going to have Jeremiah Milton, my other heavyweight. He's in a 6-rounder. Okay. So they also add in Big Shot Shaw. That's that Lou DiBella. That's why Lou's trying to give Cambosos to Loma so he could keep that friendly relationship with Top Rank and keep putting his fighters. How many Lou DiBella fighters are on Top Rank these days? At least 4? At least 4. You know what I'm saying? And now look, he trying to push another one. That's why we hearing rumors of that Lomachenko and Cambosos, man. Lou looking for favor. I see you, Lou. Shout out Bruce Carrington, Shoo. He's on undercard. I'm gonna stop saying what I feel about that. I'm just sad that he's not turning pro with Sosa crew, man. Shout out to Aliano Sosa. Every single amateur he took through the fucking ranks, they all turned pro. They all got real deals. They all signed to real deal promoters. No rinky dinks, So, I still give him credit for Shoo. He the one took Shoo all the way to the Olympics. I don't understand. I guess, being in the Olympics, see, that's the thing too. You be in the Olympics and they give you to the Olympic like your coach is not your dad or whoever your coach was no more. Your coach ended up being Porter or fucking Kei Karoma. You know what I'm saying? So now you build a new bond with this new coach and you like, damn, you got experience with pro. I don't know. I can't even imagine how that happened, man. I'm just so sad that that's not Sosa's fighter anymore. But I'm going to still watch him, man. Everybody is associated with Mayweather these days, so I don't even know what should I say here, but they say he's very, very good. Very good. I've seen him sparring and all that. He comes out that Chris Colbert gym, so I've been seeing him for years. But, pros is a different thing, so we'll see. When them gloves, get smaller and that headgear come off, how things work out. But this is a decent card of up-and-coming prospects and people that are trying to make a name for themselves. You even got Nico Ali Walsh on this card. I'm shocked too because Xavier Martinez is a TMT fighter. Unless he got released, he's an undefeated TMT fighter, man. So Bob and Floyd doing business in one way or another sometimes, man, without you even noticing. And I'm still waiting. Let me see. Did Rob send me something? Yes. Thank you, Robert. This is crazy. I got to put this in the Chrome browser so I can screen share this with y'all, man. They be going at it. It's going to be funny to see this fight because I get Clarissa. I know a lot of people ain't going to side with me. They're like, oh, yeah, you're a Yank. You would say that. But, like, it's the same Earl Spence fandom versus Bud Crawford fandom. Like, one person is doing all the heavy lifting. The other person isn't. I mean, it's just that simple. So I get the chip on her shoulder. And by her, I mean Clarissa. So this is what transpired. Screen sharing in T-5 for... Actually, I got a sound, but I don't even know it. I'm not even going to look for my 5-second countdown sound bite. I don't even know where it's at. I won't even waste your time. Uh-oh. Looks like I'm getting a note from the producer. We might have our first guest. Yes, we do. Uh-oh. All right. So, let's see. He says we got our first guest, Mr. Tucker. See if we can't find him. There he goes. Hello. Hey, champ. All right, so in the meantime, wait, let me just check this. This is why we need Brandon in studio, right? He could be texting that, and I don't got to be verbally telling you what I'm doing in a minute. I am screen sharing now. Here is the Clarissa tweet. So it originates from here, so we got to click on this one first. So obviously, DAZN posted this.
For the last year or 2 years, and some story about me being afraid of her, and I went to MMA to get away from her, and I retired from boxing, all this crazy mess. But I never think about Savannah Marshall because I only think about the best. And to me, Savannah Marshall is not the best. You know, she's a contender, but to me, she's not someone that I feel that I'm going to be worried about. I'm going to fight her because, you know, she has convinced a few people that, you know, since she beat me in the amateur, she has the antidote to beat me in the pros. And, you know, my job as being the champion that I am is to take on all comers and to just prove myself right and to prove that I am the greatest woman of all time. It doesn't matter if you put me in there at 168 pounds, 160, 154, even 147. I'm going to reign over all those girls. I'm not even really thinking about her. Like, everybody has mentioned her, you know, for the last.
Mr. Tucker, what's going on?
How you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm good. So I'm going to try this one time. If I butcher it, I guess you'll help me.
All right.
Jahai, right?
Jahai, you got it.
All right. I'm not good at that. Shout out to the producer. So I hear you're Jamaican descent.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's amazing, man. So tell us a little bit about that. Were you born here and your parents are from Jamaica?
Yeah. Both of my parents, they from Jamaica. Like, they born and grew up down there, and then they came up here, and I was born up here.
And you were born in Jamaica, Queens?
Yeah.
Interesting. So what made you take up boxing?
When I was younger, my dad, we moved close by to a boxing gym, to Star City Boxing. And so, you know, he just took me down there, and then we just started training, and that's it. We started sparring and stuff, and then Coach Kenny was like, yo, you could be really good. And I told him, yeah. He said, you want to box? I just said, yeah.
And how many years ago was that? How old were you?
Oh, I was 7 years old. That was 12 years ago. Wow. That was 2010.
So at 7
yeah,
till now, you never had any times where you, man, I don't want to do this no more?
Yeah, of course. It's definitely time like that. In fact, I stopped boxing when I was 13. I was about 13. I took a break till I was about 15. I wasn't boxing and stuff.
What
And then
were you doing for those 2 years?
not much, just being a kid. Because before that, I would be always in the gym and stuff like that. Like I'd spend most of my days in the gym, and I wasn't getting any fights. That's another thing that kind of like frustrated me. So like I just said, you know what, man, it doesn't make any sense. Let me go have fun.
And by not getting any fights, for those that may not know, you mean showing up to tournaments and not being able to be matched?
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be frustrating without a doubt.
Yeah.
That's that. Do you think that came because word was spreading of who you are, or the amateur system is just getting thinner and thinner? Why do you think it was difficult?
I mean, in partially due to both at separate times. Sometimes it would be because some people would know, I don't really want to fight this kid. Other times it would be because, simply put, there was nobody at my weight class for the moment, and it was just frustrating because every time I suit myself up for a fight, I wouldn't get it, and it's just hard.
Definitely got to be hard to deal with that, man. But
yeah.
You did turn pro. You're 6-0 with 4 KOs.
Yeah.
And you're signed to Top Rank, man. Walk me through that moment, man. When did you know you were gonna sign with Top Rank, and what was that feeling like for you? And then did you, who did you go to first and tell?
Well, for me, I was watching the Shakur Stevenson's card when watched Shakur Stevenson's card. This was back in 2019. And this was in the summertime. I believe this is sometime in July. And so I was watching that card. I was watching the fights, and I was like, yo, man, I'm better than a lot of these guys. I could easily go up there. You feel me? And this is by the time this is happening, I already came back to boxing, I already won a national.
2019, how old were you?
16.
Damn, so you were still an amateur looking on TV like, I could do this.
Yeah. Like at this point, I had just won national, and then I had just won an international with Team USA. And then when I came back and stuff, that's when I was like, I think I want to go pro, and I just started working towards my goal of being pro. Not 2020, but my goal is to turn pro 2021.
So how'd the Top Rank come into play? When did they come see you? Was it something that they were checking you out since the amateurs? Have you been seeing them, scouting you at any tournaments, or was it a completely fresh relationship?
Completely fresh. Shout out Mike Prince and shout out Showtime Shaw, because one of my guys, Showtime Shaw, he always promotes me and stuff, and he knows, he knew Mike Prince, Jay Prince's cousin. Jay Prince signs all these fighters and stuff. So, he made a call for me. He said, yo, this kid's real good. Check him out. Mike and them, they like what they saw. So, went out to Houston. We did some sparring and stuff.
Hold up. Who was the test? Who they threw you in the ring with to see what you had?
They threw me in there with, I sparred with Keyshawn Davis's brothers, both of them.
Okay.
I sparred with Shakur Stevenson.
Ooh, okay. That was the real test.
Yeah.
How'd you do?
Oh, what you call it?
Obviously, you did good. They signed you.
Yeah. It was great, everything was good, you feel me?
How many rounds you did with Shakur?
About 8.
Wow, 8 straight? Or you did, 4 came
so
out?
I did the day before that I did 6 with the brothers, right? And then the next day we sparred Shakur. We sparred Shakur the next day.
But the next day you did 8 straight with him.
Yeah.
Nice. How old are you now?
Right now?
Yeah.
I'm 19. I just turned 19 like last week Tuesday.
Okay. Wow. Got that stamina. 8 straight with the champ. Nice.
Yeah.
So you were saying you got they made a call for you. He told him, he was telling you how good you were. And did James Prince himself contact you?
When we got down to Houston, that's when we actually met with Jay Prince.
Okay.
We met with Jay Prince. We sparred in front of him. You feel me? He talked to us, and he was like, we started working our business. And then from there, I think a month went by. We ended up signing with Jay, and Jay was like, yo, I'll get you on Top Rank. We got on Top Rank. And then from there, it's history.
And that's the rest is history. Did you feel any added pressure? Like, damn, I got to, because you knew he's there to watch you. So was it any pressure, or you just did what you do?
I just do what I do. You feel me? I don't take pressure in consideration simply because, like, end of the day, nobody taking a punch for you. You feel me? Nobody's going in there doing what you do. Nobody sees what you see. You feel me? So everybody, even if you didn't like the performance, you know, as long as I go in there and do what I'm supposed to do, make sure I don't get hurt, make sure I beat the guy I win. That's all for me. Everything else, you guys will catch up to me later. Yeah.
So what I see is that you've been fighting at welterweight, but you know, being 19, do you think that you'll be able to win your first world title at welterweight, or do you see yourself gradually moving up and maybe you fight for a title at 54? How do you envision it?
Well, in a perfect world, I'll get that title at 147. You feel me? I feel like I could hold 47 for probably another 2 years, you know. And I feel like that's ample enough time for me to get in that conversation to win a belt, you know. And I know T-Bud got a belt over on Top Rank, so once I keep climbing these ranks and stuff, I could push for that. And I'll definitely push for that. And, you know, it's a fight that we definitely will take and definitely will win.
Versus Bud Crawford.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
In 1 year.
Yeah.
So you trying to be like Shakur, where you already like.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, bro. Like my skill wise and talent wise, like you guys haven't really seen much because like I haven't really been faced with much opposition for it. I honestly be going in there just joking around with these dudes, bro. Real talk. Like the one fighter who I really fought and like I really the one fighter I really fought and he really gave me a good test was my second fight with my son Charles Gardner. We fought and that was a good test for me. And even then, I went in there with a mindset of, yo, no matter what happens, I know I'm not gonna lose. You know, like, and same thing with every fight. Like, no matter what happens, I know for a fact I won't lose. You feel me? I'll go in there. It might be a little rough, bumpy. You feel me? I may have to make adjustments, but I know for a fact I won't lose. And I maintain that with every fighter in the world today, from the 35s that's gonna come up to my weight class, to the 154s to 160 that I'm gonna move up to their weight class. And nobody beats me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is a lot of confidence. How well do you know Chris Colbert, being from New York?
I know well. He's well. You feel me? We spar a lot and stuff.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, damn, but you a welterweight. You must walk around pretty heavy.
Like a $160. For me, I try to keep
and he still spars you?
Biab's a crazy dude, man. Biab spars. He just spars. That's how he do it. He just spars.
Yeah, man. That's
good
to hear.
I be sparring Nikita too. The 160.
Yeah, the 160.
Yeah. So it's just, you know, the way how we grew up out here in Brooklyn and stuff. In Brooklyn, the way how we train was just like, it's special because now you can kind of see 10 years ago, you look back, you look at it now, a lot of these guys who's coming up in amateur ranks from New York, Brooklyn, Jersey, now, a lot of them is at the top.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I really grew up.
That whole gym, that whole Sosa, I was just saying it before you jumped on. Every amateur he had, except for that tall, skinny Puerto Rican, turned pro already.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That's crazy, man. Shout out Sosa, man. Sosa's a great coach.
For real, man. I was just telling my audience I was devastated that Shushu is going to train with Kimura instead of with K instead of with Sosa. I was like, I didn't understand that one. But being from New York, did you get some rounds with Boots?
No, we have not got rounds with Boots. We've definitely reached out and stuff, you know, but schedule and things of that nature, you feel me? But it will definitely mesh together. That's definitely some work that I definitely do want to get. And I know that down the line we will have a fight. It will definitely be a big one. You feel me?
Yeah. Damn, you talking about fighting the top of the top. You must be trying to skip the line.
Yeah, hell yeah. Because I honestly, man, you guys gotta understand, bro. Like, I really like. I could honestly. A lot of people would just say this. I could honestly say nobody works harder than me. Nobody works harder than me and my little brother and my other two men who train with us. Nobody works like nobody. Like
I mean, you trained alongside of Shakur, or you just sparred with him?
I just sparred him.
So you ain't see how he trained, because they say that about him too.
Bro, trust me, bro. Nobody trains like us. Like, we do TV type shit, real shit. We do like all right. I want to know. We ready on a regular day. This is a normal day for us.
Regular day.
All right, we wake up, do a 10-mile beach run. All right, cool. And that'd be in the winter. That'd be in the winter right next to the water in New York. So that's mad cold. But, you know, you got to push that shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Boom. After that, we hit the fitness gym. We do 2,000 sit-ups, 1,000 push-ups, 1,000 squats. Some days, 4,000 sit-ups, 2,000 squats, depending on how my dad feels.
How you breaking that up, though? How many sets of what? Because 2,000.
You just knocking them. You just knocking them. You just going to sit there for those hours and you just knocking them. Like, wow. You just do them. And what you call it, after that, you feel me? We hit the weight room. We do a Bruce Lee workout. You feel me? We got Bruce Lee's workout. We just mimic it. You feel me?
Yeah.
After that, we hit the pool. We do 2 hours in the pool, hour at least in the pool. You feel me? After that, we hit the boxing gym. We do 40 rounds on the pads, 20 rounds on the bag. And these rounds, we not just fucking around touching the bag. Nah, we really hitting the bag, working on shit. Reps of 1,000, reps of 1,000, reps of 1,000. You feel me? Then after all that, sometimes that would be the end of the workout on a good day. You feel me? On other days, my dad would be like, you know what, we're going to hit the rec center. We're going to get some work in at the rec center, defense, whatever. You feel me? Pad work, whatever. Mm-hmm. So, like, when we go and that's a cool day. That's a normal day for us. You feel me? Like, when we be going in the gym, really and truly, bro, like your whole day is gone. Like, we just really 10-hour days, 12-hour days for real. You feel me?
Damn.
Yeah, and that's why I could talk like this. Like I be doing workouts like that other pros be doing, or like Olympians they doing all this, and like I just be like, bro, this is super calm. Like, you feel me? I be just chilling.
Nice. Well, you definitely with the right promoter to put you in front of people and get you the exposure that you need. Yeah. I want to ask. I know that he's not as active right now, but have you ever sparred the Brooklyn Torch, Justin Biggs out of New York?
I never sparred Justin Biggs. Justin Biggs, he definitely we go to the same gym sometimes and stuff to work. One second, let me put my web camera for that. But we be going to the same gym and stuff. We work and stuff like that. We never actually got in the ring together though. You feel me? But respect though. You feel me?
What about his little brother? What is it? D'Angelo or I don't know. He ain't little though. He taller than a motherfucker.
Okay. To be honest, I don't know if I sparred him. I don't remember, to be honest.
I'm just shooting names at you, being that you from New York, you know, just to see what gyms you've already frequented and
yeah. We touched in New York. We touched every gym for real. We touched almost all the big names, and you know, excluding a few. I mean, I think excluding a few. You feel me? But like we got a good name out here. You feel me? Out in Jersey, we got a little name. We still got to tour Jersey more. We still got to tour Philly more. But out there, I got a name too. I got to tour Baltimore. But out DMV, I got a name. You feel me?
Nice.
I got a name. We work with, and another thing too, a lot of these cities and stuff, we work with a lot of the big names from these cities and shit. You feel me? Mm-hmm. A couple guys, obviously, we didn't get to work with. But for the most part, yeah.
That's good, man. It's good to you know, experience that and go to different, you know, parts of the world because it's different and styles is different, you know?
Yeah, right.
So what's the plan for 2022? Have you already had a conversation with Top Rank? I mean, I know you already got a fight in this year already, so they already got you working. You last got one January 15th, but is there a plan? Did they tell you how many times they want you to fight this year? Did you have a plan for them since, you know, you talking about title shots in a year?
Yeah. Well, to be honest, when it comes to the title shots, I feel like that's a perfect world. You feel me? In a perfect world. And realistic, too, I feel like I can get a title shot by next year, sometime late next year. You feel me? Early 2024. Man, that like, when I hear that, it really motivates me more because, yo, I'm this close to my dreams for real, bro. And, like me personally, I don't really set. My pops always told me, man plans, God wipes. Like, you don't really plan. Right now, God's in control. You just gotta make sure you put in the work. So if they call your phone, you ready. You feel me?
Sure.
Yeah, man. But if I had it my way this year, it's a takeover. It's a takeover. Every time I fight, I'm gonna put on a show, and that's what I know I can control. I promise that. Every time I fight, I put on a show.
Well, I'm impressed with your last fight. I actually watched him fight Joey Spencer. And I know Spencer is not a welterweight. He's 154 pounds. Mm-hmm. And he went the full 6-round decision with this guy, if I'm not mistaken, right? Did you check that out before or after you fought him?
I checked that out before. I don't really watch film of my opponents. I looked over it a bit, see what he got. It was a good fight, you know. that fight definitely could have went either way, in my opinion.
You mean the fight with Spencer?
Yes. But other than that, it was a good fight.
And obviously, he is now a common opponent with you. You got it done in 2 rounds.
Yeah.
And you put him down in the first round.
Yeah.
Why was it so easy?
Because of how hard we work. Like, it's like the way how we train ever since we was younger. Like, ever since we was younger, that's just how we work. And guys don't be competition, man. It's lack of a better word. These guys don't be competition. Like, when I was in there, if you watch my demeanor, I was legit. Like, it was at one point in time I was like, bro, I'm just gonna walk to this dude, bro, and I will see what happens. It was like, that's how we go for real, you know.
Bruh, you ain't playing. You fought Charles Gardner, man. That's my man.
Yeah, no. I told you, Charles Gardner.
How you fought him on your second fight, bruh?
I'm telling you, bro.
He's slick as fuck, man. I called this fight in Atlanta. He nice.
I'm telling you, he nice.
Wow, congratulations on your second fight. That's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy.
That was my toughest. That was like the only opponent.
Oh, he was only 1-0 at the time, so you probably y'all ain't know about each other.
Nah.
Damn.
What you thought? We didn't only know his coach, Coach TJ. He was my coach too at OTC at Olympic Training Camp.
Oh wow. So they did know you.
So they knew me. You feel me? But me and my dad, we take pride in, like, bro, really and truly, we never really look at opponents. Like, whenever Jay sends an opponent, I just accept. Like, it don't really matter to me. I know what the deal is already. So and then we see him box. Like, oh, he's nice. I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
He's super confident. Super confident.
Ask Jay.
Is there tape on that fight with you and him? Is it on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
It's on Top Rank's YouTube channel. I'm gonna look it up.
No, I just look up my name. You gonna see it. You look up his name. That fight.
That's crazy. That's my guy. He's pretty decent. I feel like he do too much on the showboating side of things, and that could cost him. Mm-hmm. But that's still very impressive, man. To be,
bro, it was a great test for me, you know. And when I went in there, I knew I was gonna outbox him and stuff. If you watch that fight, that fight helped me mature so much more. Although I beat him, although I did it convincingly, it was more like, all right, bro. There was still little parts where, in little spurts, he would have success. You feel me? Yeah. And I thought to myself, yo, bro, against a Crawford, bro, that can't happen, bro. Yeah. Against an Ennis, that can't happen. You feel me?
For sure.
So that's when we was like, I bet. We took it, went back to the notepad, and got back to work. Put a little bit more muscle on. You feel me? Worked on a little bit of other things like settling down, knowing what to do and when to do what. And then from there, like, if you watch that fight, you'll see.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm pulling it up, trying to see if I find it now.
You'll see, bro. Like, I was just going. A lot of it was just straight instinct. You feel me? I burned myself out in the first 2 rounds because, like, I was using the amateur pace. I'm punching OD. Yeah. And then from there, I had to adjust.
Yo, opening round, my man almost fell trying to hit you. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, but he's so slick. I gotta watch this when the show's over to see how you dealt with his slickness, man.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys listening really know who Charles Gardner is, man, but he's not signed to no major too. When I found him in Atlanta at a club show, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? How is this guy not with a promoter, man?
Yeah.
He nice, man.
Boy, that's nice.
And you know, he's 5-1 now. He only got that one loss to you. He kept it moving after that.
Yeah, you know, that's my boy, you know. When we in the ring, ain't no friends, but outside the ring, bro's a really cool guy for real, you know.
Mm-hmm. Damn, you're big though, man. You're 5'11". It shows.
Yeah, man. I grew. I'm 6 foot now.
Oh wow.
It's crazy. That was me when I was fresh in the pros, my second fight.
Wow. Yeah, this looking good. I don't wanna hold you though. I'm not gonna be watching the fight while I got you on. But that is a good win. And then the Aleem Black, man, I'm super impressed. With 6 fights, you got those 2 names already on your resume, man. A lot of people may not know them, but Akeem Black, definitely, you know, he's been on PBC and fought Joey Spencer and Gardner, I know on a personal level. I mean, I know Joey on a personal level, but he was the victor, so.
Yeah.
So you said, you and your brother. So is your brother pro as well? And what's his name?
Jamali Tucker. Molly's 12. He just turned
he's
12.
only 12.
He number 4 in the country right now. What you call it? Yeah, every time that little boy he grows and gets better and gets better and gets better. You feel me? Don't mind my little brother, baby brother. But he grows and he grows and he grows. And I'm telling you, by the time Molly's like 16, 17, he will be world championship ready. You feel me? Yeah. He does like things that I do now that I wasn't able to do when I was like 12, 11. You feel me? He does it easily. Nice. So shout out Molly for real.
Nice.
Yeah.
So have you been able to go back to Jamaica? Have you ever visited,
Yeah. I definitely visited Jamaica, It's when I visit, I've been there on a resort before too. Mm-hmm. But most of the time you go down there, you go down there on family vibes, chill vibes, you feel me? And it's a beautiful place, a very beautiful country,
I've been a bunch of times.
Nice.
But I'm asking because I think 2 years ago maybe we seen Earl Spence running the mountains out there. Have you ever ran out there?
Nah, I never ran out there. Nah. I got a little bit of training in, a little bit of sparring, but no crazy.
Did you, when you got training, was it like, did you meet Nicholas Walters?
Nah. We just went down there. We met the coach who runs the Olympic program for them. That's who we met.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, I don't want to take too much of your time. Those are all our questions, but if you can, please give out your social media for anybody that isn't following you can do so. And I'm glad that I had the opportunity to interview because I've been following your career and following you on Instagram and seeing everything. I knew you was with James and with Mr. Prince and everything, but I didn't know about this Garner fight.
Yeah,
what I'm saying? I seen a Akeem Black one, but this Garner fight changes a lot for me. I love that kid.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. Thank you.
So that's a big win for you, man.
Thank you, man. And I appreciate it. As we go on and as we keep going, I want to keep throwing the names at me, man. You feel me? Because the names will really make people believe. Feel me? Because we know. We already know, so it's not new to us. But when they start giving me the names and the guys in the top 15, guys in the top 10, and we just gonna rub them, bro. I'm talking about it's gonna be like, damn, is this really happening right now? Type of thing.
I'm excited. I want to see it, man. Because for me, because I've been doing this for so long, I've heard pros say that they're gonna do something, but it's really that transition from 6 to 12.
Yes.
When you start talking about that 10th round, 11th round, 12th round, and and you show that you can be there, is different,
Right. And those are the moments that I really crave for them, man. I can't wait till it's 11th round fight this close, and now we gotta see who in better condition, who's smarter, who wants it more. You feel me? Those are the 3 most important things. We get to those moments where it's 1 minute left in the fight, man. Now you gotta really dig it, and that's when you'll see me shine the most.
I know. Again, being in the New York City area, throwing these names at you, and I know he was smaller a few years ago. Did you ever meet Berlanga in the amateurs or in any gyms?
I never know. He's older than me. That's the only thing. How old is he? Like 23?
Is he that old already?
I don't know. I'm not 100%, but I know he's older than me by at least 3-4 years.
Okay.
Yeah, but I never met him in the gyms or in the amateur circuit. You feel me? He's a bit bigger than me.
And obviously his trainer Andre Rozier is from New York.
Yeah.
What about with Comey? Comey, him being 140 pounder, did you get some work with him?
We sparred with Comey a lot. In fact, for my 3rd fight, me and Comey, we fought on the same night. We was in camp with each other. It was my sparring partner.
Nice. Yeah. I got 2 questions coming in from our Patreons. The best dad ever. I believe that is Devontae in Baltimore says, thanks for coming on the Boxing Voice. What are your boxing goals for 2022?
Boxing goals for 2022. Just keep growing and I want to expand my skills. I want to get my skills to that solidify me at that world championship level, And from there, just keep getting more known and to keep putting on shows.
For sure. Yeah. I have Victor Banuelos that says, what up, champ? You sound very enthusiastic and ambitious about the fight game, which is good. But let's say some years down the line, boxing fans create a nemesis for you. but he happens to work with another promotional company. What will you do in order to really make that fight happen?
I will do anything to make that fight happen. I want no competition. I don't even want people to breathe my name. Feel me? Anybody who feel like, yo, this guy will give him a fight, we will make it happen. No questions asked.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got Brandon in Houston that says, if you had your way, give us who your next 3 fights would be.
Terrence Crawford.
Wow. Yo, you better go get some sparring with him. I don't even know if if they can help you get sparring at this point because he left them.
We've tried to get into a couple camps with a lot of different fighters. A lot of fighters turn it down. A lot of top pound for pound fighters for real. You feel me?
Yeah, hey, listen.
We try.
I'm locked in. This interview, you done made a true fan. I'm gonna be tuned in forever now. Like, I want to see everything you said come to fruition. Like,
I appreciate you, man. You feel me? And like, just like everything else, man, these guys just keep working. That's the most important thing for like.
We got to get you some sparring though in there with Crawford. We got to get you in there, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, bro, that's just workout. Cause every time I spar with guys, like when I went to go spar Shakur, right? I was about 17. This is at the time he was I think now he still is the biggest name I've ever sparred. You feel me? But at that time though, I went into thinking, yo, all right, this is gonna let me know how nice I really am. This is gonna let me know how where I really am and what I need to really go. And then, you feel me? So I love those moments.
Yo, you gotta give me more because Shakur was on this show and him and Lil B-Hop start arguing because Shakur will he make it seem like don't nobody get off on him on sparring. Like you get off, like you'll get off. But, he always make it seem like he got the better of it. You know, like, yeah, you hit me, but I was beating you, like, or something like that. I don't know. You making it sound like, I don't know. You making it sound like you got enlightened. Like, I'm that dude after this sparring.
No, it did. It did make me feel like that. You feel me? Because one thing I learned.
How much did you weigh? Because at 17, were you a welterweight?
I walked around like $150 for real.
Oh, wow. Because he ain't 150.
Nah. He was probably like $140 something around at that time. Feel me?
Really?
Around, maybe not $140 something, but like 41, 42.
Okay.
Probably like 30. Feel me? So I go in there. Feel me? We get the spawn and he's just very relaxed. He's just mad calm. He's absorbed. And the first round, I'm hitting him stuff, but I can tell, yo, these not really affected him like that. Okay. Digress a bit. Let's see what this takes us. You feel me? So the same process happens for the first 3 rounds. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Rounds 4, 5, 6 now. Now we start talking shit to each other.
Mm-hmm.
We start going back and forth, drawing off, feel me? And we putting together exchanges. Like, he'll throw some shit, and he'll say he throws 2 punches. He misses 2. I come back with my 2. I miss my 2. He may land 1. And he'll be like, good shot, Shakur. I'm like, what? All right, we right back. Boom, 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 boom. I throw my shit. I get off on him. Oh, good shot, Jahai. And we do that for the 4, 5, 6. It's hot as hell in the gym, too. It's humid as hell. I'm not used to it. What gym you was in? Jay Prince Gym out in Houston.
Oh, okay.
And they had the thing open. It was summertime, too, so it was humid. And boom. So now after that, my pops told me, yo, settle down a bit. You feel me? Like, yo, just settle down. So after that now, we just start boxing him. I just start boxing him. I start moving around the ring. I start circling him. Just boxing him. He can't touch me. He can't get to me. And I'm just tagging him. He can't get to me. That only lasts for about 2 rounds. After that, the sparring was over. You feel me? And then from there, man, Jay said, yo, man, I like what I see. You showed that you could think. And then he was like, yo, and he wants to sign your son. So my pops said, I want to sign your son.
That's what's up, man. Congratulations,
but it showed me like, yo, bro, I could really think on that high level. I could really adjust. Because the most important thing is making them adjustments, bro. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Once I was able to make the adjustment with a nigga like that, I'm sorry. But make that adjustment with somebody like that, bro, I was like, I'm good. I'm good, man.
I gotta ask, man, because it's quite possible that Shakur, I got him as a favorite over Valdez, so I think he gonna beat. And what I mean to say is it's quite possible that Colbert and Shakur can meet as early as the end of this year, because Colbert got to fight February 26th with Gutierrez for the full WBA. So then if Shakur beat Valdez, that's a 3-belt unification if those two fight. You've been in the ring with both of them.
Yeah. I got?
Not who you got. I ain't even putting you on the spot. I'm just saying how good would that fight be? And I mean, I don't know. What does each guy do good?
It'd be an amazing fight. Shakur Stevenson, he's a master boxer. Both of them have great IQs. You feel me? Now, on one side, Shakur Stevenson, he got better footwork, better distance control. You feel me? Both of them are very relaxed. Both of them was dogs. Both of them will have no problem with fighting. You feel me? B-Hop, he got more power than me.
Word?
He got more power, in my opinion.
He got more power than Shakur.
Yeah. Feel me?
Wow.
He got more power than Shakur. And, like, he's a lot more sneaky than Shakur.
What do you mean by sneaky? What's that mean?
Like, B-Hop will just chill. He'll just chill. He'll just be chilling. And at one point in time, he'll just let off like a 7-8 punch combination. And all of them is mad accurate. He's not just throwing punches. These is accurate shots. Like, when you watch him spar and you watch him with other guys, fight other guys and stuff, I'll be like, damn. You feel me? Yeah. Shakur, he's more of a ring general, though. You feel me? B-Hop's a ring general, too, but Shakur more overall a ring general. Better jab. Better defense, Shakur. And it'll make for a good fight, though. Make for a real good fight.
Better defense, Shakur, though.
Better defense, Shakur, yeah.
And do you think he has, excuse me, do you think he has better defense because Colbert tends to showboat a little more? Or is just the defense overall better?
I feel like Colbert, he knows how to use his defense. He has enough defense to where, like, he can really show, like, bro, I can't get hit type thing. You feel me? He has that. But I feel like the way he fights, he's okay with allowing 1 and 2 to get through so he can land his 5, 6, or 7, maybe. Shakur, his just, I'm going to break you down. Slowly but surely, I'm going to break you down. You feel me? And I'll make sure you don't touch me at all. So, yeah.
Man, we could talk all day with you, champ, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. We gonna love to get you back. Stay in touch with the producer so we can schedule you. You got anything lined up? Do you know when you expected to be back in the ring?
Right now we're looking at March, April-ish right now. You feel me? Okay. But right now, we stepping, we marching, we working. That's about it.
All right. Well, let everybody know where they can find you on Instagram. I'm gonna go ahead and screen share at the same time, but let them know how to find you.
Everybody can follow me on Instagram at @who_is_Jahai Tucker, JHITUCKER. Follow me on Twitter at WJahai Tucker. Follow me on TikTok as well at @who_is_Jahai Tucker.
All right, champ. Well, thank you so much, man. It's been a total pleasure having you on the show. Definitely, we're going to be locked in. I know my audience enjoyed this, and we're going to be tuned in to see what you do and expect some great things from you, man.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I definitely want to produce everything I say. It's a fact.
Sure, champ.
Thank you, man. Likewise.
Right. Later. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Jahai Tucker. That was a great interview. I'm definitely a fan, and I'll be locked in now. I'll be tuned in. That's 2 names in 6 fights that I know that are decent. Like, bruh, Akeem Black took Joey Spencer to fucking... Yo, he went the distance, and, even Tucker said it, it was arguable who won that fight, and, man, he stopped him in 2. And that Gardner win, I can't believe they gave him that fight on his first or second fight. That's crazy. That kid, Charles Gardner, is good. Let me see where he's from. I know my man, James Payne Lethal. He know exactly who Gardner is. But man, that was impressive. That was impressive to have fought that kid already and hold the win. And meanwhile, that's the only dude he didn't stop. Shout out to Gardner, man. Cream rises to the top, even with that loss. It still shows that he got skills. He the only one hasn't been stopped by Tucker, and he's gone on to be 5-1 with 4 KOs. So It's like that Franchon Cruz Clarissa fight, man. That shit happened their first fight, bruh. Who the fuck does that? Like, put those 2 Olympians in a fight on their debuts. Like, Showtime was so corny for that. But anyway, shout out to that interview. Shout out to Brandon for getting that. That was nice, man. He got me. He got a fan in me, I'll tell you. You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget you can also add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. We're talking Vergil Ortiz picking Manny Robles over Eddy Reynoso. And we're also talking about Jared Anderson and a possible fight with Frank Sanchez, who's also trained by Eddy Reynoso. And we're going out to Fred Robinson on the super chat that says, that's a good fight for Anderson. Sanchez was not impressive in his last outing. Yeah, Dago in a 619 with a do. Salute. Yeah, no, I got the fight pulled up. They said Tucker and Garner went to war for a round. I got the fight pulled. I can't believe that fight slipped under my radar. After the show, I'm watching it. I got it right here. And I was watching like 2 minutes of it. And Garner from the opening bell was walking him down, bro. He was trying to, at least in the first minute. But the slickness, man. I can't believe they haven't signed this dude, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, he did so good in every other fight that I seen him in anyway, because, you know, I caught him a few times. But, like, if he went the distance with this guy, I'm shocked that they – it's funny because I see this ring outfit. I guess he wore these shorts for the Akeem Black fight too, because these shorts make me feel like I seen him fight more than just one time. I feel like they like the New York Knicks colors. Yo, he said Crawford, man. He gotta definitely. Oh, he's switching. He gotta definitely, you know, tighten up. But you gotta have aspirations, man. You gotta have goals, man. You gotta have dreams, man. For sure. And let me get back to the Savannah Marshall news. So I was screen sharing Clarissa, right, and she was saying what she was saying, right. And then Savannah hit her with the shit house. She put the emoji of shit and the house. Yo, fucking UK people. Shit house. That shit's so funny, right? So then Clarissa comes back and she's like, you're a bum. You only fight last minute replacements and I can't wait to whoop her ass and smoke you next. And then Savannah says, your next opponent has declined a fight with me 3 times, yet accepted a fight with you. I wonder why. Pillow fist with a feather emoji. So they've been beefing. They on the same network now. America doesn't know how we're going to get it. We might have to pay for it on Fight TV and shit, which is unfortunate. But my reason for bringing it up is Savannah got to do something. I'm not saying don't give us the fight. Obviously, you know, there's not much to build here. You know, there is, though. She could fight Franchon Cruz. She could fight Alejandra Jimenez. She could fight Shadeja Green. Clarissa did all the heavy lifting. You know, it's crazy to me. Clarissa's undisputed. Clarissa's unified. And the thing is that Savannah has you know, she got a country, man. So they just, you know, cheer their way into fights. It's like Savannah ain't done shit. I'm just being real. I think she won 1 vacant title maybe at 75 or some shit like that. Right? Let me see. Vacant, WBO. Okay, she won it at 60. And she's now at 60. She was fighting a little bit higher than that at one point. So even better. Go fight Franchon. Oh, Franchon's at 68 now? Let me double check this shit. I just don't get why we don't know anybody. She ain't even fight a common opponent with Clarissa. Like, Clarissa's fighting a common opponent with her. Like, why she ain't fight Christina Hammer? Why you ain't fight Alicia Napoleon? It's so many fights out there in and around at 168. But I don't even see nothing sexy at 160. Sonya Drelling, I know because she was going to fight Clarissa and turned down. I mean, she was going to fight Shadeja and turned down that fight. Miss Sonya Drelling turned down that fight with Shadeja. At 60, ain't nothing there, man. That girl, her minds has been there all her life. She'll never get a TV fight. Mariciela Conejo just keeps losing. Like, nah, man. You know, I'm going to accept the fight again because it's women's boxing. But they could have built up. Marshall's the money. Marshall's at one point was with DAZN. Marshall at one point was with fucking TMT. Marshall is now with Boxer. You telling me y'all can't pay nobody to fight her? Like, y'all living, and that's what I get. Like, people try to act like Clarissa's this crazy woman, this mad woman on Twitter. No, this broad living off my name. She beat me in the amateurs, and that's her whole claim to fame. Her whole claim to the fucking pros is beating me in the amateurs. Do something. Because since I turned pro, I've done a shitload. A shitload. I mean, I'm going to screen share these resumes. Her first fight is Franchon Cruz Dazn, who's scheduled for an undisputed bout. Let that sink in before you start talking and just making jokes because you from the fucking UK. Her first bout was Franchon Cruz Dazn, an Olympian who's gone on to be a unified champ and is now scheduled to fight for undisputed. All right. We gonna move on. She beat Nikki Allitter. Y'all know her. She also beat Tori Nelson. We all know her. She also beat Hannah Gabriels. We all know her. Mind you, those 3 last fights are all unification bouts. They all unifications. She unified with somebody in all them fights. Every fucking fight. Okay? 3 back-to-back. The next fight, another unification. If not undisputed with Hannah Rankin. Then the girl I'm saying, Hermans, who's been there forever, guess who beat her already? Clarissa. Guessing what? A unification. Now, let's go back to Savannah Marshall, though. Look how this look. Look at this box track. Pro debut. Nothing there to talk about. No vacant NABF. No world unifications. Look, what's this? A vacant World Boxing Organization interim title in her 3rd fight. In her 4th fight. In Clarissa's 4th fight, what was she doing? Unifying. How many belts with who in her 4th fight? Let's go check. 1, 2, 3, 4. She fighting for a WBC and a vacant IBF in her 4th fight. I'm just saying, like, you know, some people get to where they got because they got skills. Some people get to where they at because they got a fan base, you know. And I like Savannah. I've interviewed her a bunch of times. I know she's a dog. She's a true puncher. I've seen her fight. But the back and forth, the jawing with Clarissa, trying to act like she's some bum beater when you the one beating bums. You know, the whole UK always trying to get at Clarissa. That shit is getting real corny and whack. Like, Savannah ain't done shit but sit around and wait for this fight to happen. Let's just be clear on that, man. And it's unfair, the treatment that Clarissa is receiving for being in big fight after big motherfucking fight. But the girl that beat her gets a pass and don't got to do shit because she beat me in the amateurs? And that's some whack shit. Y'all not real boxing fans, man. Shit is super corny. Like, I don't even understand how it's possible. Like, AJ would not get that pass. Nobody would get that pass. Like, she hasn't fought nobody. She just waiting on I'm about to call her T.O. She just waiting on a Clarissa fight. Who has she fought? Hannah Rankin is the only name I notice here. That's it. And again, I love Savannah. She's a big girl, almost 5'12", big puncher. But the bottom line is none of the motherfuckers want to give Shadasia Green a shot. They all got problems with Shadasia Green. They know it. I know it. We universally know that shit. And that's why they trying to freeze her out. They calling Savannah a puncher, but she ain't knocking nobody out. Hannah Rankin the biggest knockout. You know, Shadasia knocking everybody out. Girls that go in the distance with these girls, she knocking them all out. But it's all right. She coming too. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to bring that up, man, because you know, they got Clarissa Under Fire on Twitter like she did something, man. Like, only thing she did was rack up her trophy cabinet. All she did was strap up, unify, undispute. You know, that's all she did. But back to the topic at hand, we talking Vergil Ortiz choosing to go with Manny Robles and his father as the training team for his fight with Michael McKinson. Yeah, she almost 5'12", man. She like 5'11" and some change. She tall, man. She tall. And that's what gives us some, you know, some of those advantages, man. Yeah, man. But you know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget to add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. Yeah, shout out to Ignorant Boxing. He did meet Shadeja Green. I'm telling you, man, you know it's a problem when I've been talking about a girl for 3 years. Multiple promoters have sent her contracts, but they can't put her in no fight. She's a problem, man. They want long-term contracts with Shadeja because they know Shadeja gonna hurt something, and they want to have her on paper. They want to be able to control her afterwards. Yep. But let me go ahead and open up these phone lines and get to some of these callers. Once again, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1. One time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. I don't know if we're still scheduled to have Bozy Ennis on because I think he should be on. I'm just waiting on the call.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Yes, sir. What do we got? If you're on Blog Talk, which there are a few of you there, remember you got to press 1 at least one time. That's going to let me know that you are trying to be part of the show. So then, you know, I can hit that button letting you go ahead and speak. In the meantime, we're going out to my Skype callers in the back call. Big Fish Vega, are you available?
Let the little fish go so that we can catch the big fish later.
I'm the big dog at the welterweight division.
WBC and IBF welterweight champion of the world.
At the end of the day, I'm a way better fighter than Terrence Crawford.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
Me and Terrence Crawford on this side of the street.
We cleaning our side of the street, then we coming after Crawford.
60-40 or 70-30, wherever we get.
Say something else. Say something else.
Big Fish Vega.
Big Fish Mafia. It ain't a movement, it's a lifestyle.
SDS Promotions.
No Big Fish Vega? Oh, man.
I'm in the ocean. You say you the big fish, I'm looking for you.
Maybe he'll spin, get his tail out his butt, and he'll fight me.
You are watching a master at work.
Target practice, baby. When I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak.
Oh, big in the motherfucker, man. We ain't gonna be able to fire your punk ass out.
What you wanna bet on? You can bet 100,000 on that.
Let's bet $1 million.
I'll break your fucking neck.
J-Mac, New Orleans.
Don't
like what I said, nigga, do something fucking about it.
One of the best finishers in the game. Give me the towel. Give me the towel.
SDS Promotion.
Get ready for the back attack.
Yo, Ness, good morning.
What up?
Hey, I don't know how it sounds on Skype, but it sounds different on YouTube. Keem just said it's kind of staticky on Skype. I don't know how that could be fixed or adjusted. But
we
on
could try.
YouTube,
We could try and lower it, but on YouTube, I don't think it's an issue. They liking it
Right.
on YouTube.
on YouTube it sounds good. That's what Brandon Lynch told me. Keem just said something about the bass. I hear it on my end. It sounds staticky. But if it sounds good on YouTube, I need those votes. I don't give a shit. Hey, shout out to the interviewer. What's his last name?
Jahad Tucker.
Jahad Tucker. I'm gonna start watching out for him. I admire his confidence. You know, he sound like he a real student of the game. He sound like he got some great things going from. He is signed with Jay Prince, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm gonna shout out to that dude. I don't know, going at Crawford, that might be a little bit bad for his health, but I mean, hey, teach his own.
I mean,
But,
Crawford, in 2 years, Crawford be 36. People
No, he was talking about next year. That boy said next year.
He's still 35.
Okay.
He 35. So people considering Jared Anderson right now could beat Wilder. I'm just saying.
Truthfully,
You never know.
but,
You never know. Next year, you never know what they might be saying.
Well, I don't care if he get it, if he do or not. If he get it, so just be ready for it. That's all. I don't care about when he get it. If he wants to. I don't think it's realistic though. How many fights he have?
Right now, he has 6.
6. Yeah, that's not realistic. That's just dreams and aspirations. So, hey, shout out to him. He still be hungry.
How many fights did Shakur have when he had to fight Joette, which was really supposed to be Valdez?
Wait, what weight is he fighting at? Because if you talking about welterweight,
welter.
Oh, come on, man. That's not even realistic. That's not realistic because Crawford on the edge of moving up after these. If he can't get certain fights, so I don't know, man, how realistic if it is. But I'm not trying to shoot it down. If he get in the ring with Crawford, just make sure he bring his lunch pail. That's all. But what's the topic about?
We got to get him some spawn before he try. That's what I was telling him. We got to get you some spawn with Crawford before you try to fight Crawford. You crazy?
Right. I thought that he sounded like him and Keyshawn Davis might be at a matchup, right? And Keyshawn 150.
He said he sparred both brothers already. He said he sparred both brothers and then he sparred Shakur the next day.
So I mean, that's more realistic. Him and Keyshawn Davis, right?
I guess, yeah.
But who?
But everybody trying to chase the scout, man. I mean, it's 2 topics. We talking Vergil Ortiz picking Manny Robles instead of Canelo's trainer Eddy Reynoso. We also talking Jared Anderson and Frank Sanchez. Their little Instagram beef escalate in a possible fight coming from it. Jared saying he will send the contract immediately, but hasn't sent it yet.
Okay, I like that fight. That'll be a big. I'll pick pay-per-view for that one. They probably not pay-per-view stars, but I definitely pick pay-per-view for that fight. I'm interested in both of them fighting styles. I'm interested in both of them talents. I would probably lean towards Sanchez, but when the fight get closer, I don't know. I'll be probably root for Anderson. I don't know. I would have to really sit down and really go over that fight. For as Ortiz, I thought he was from Dallas. I don't know where you got San Antonio from. You said San Antonio. I think
I could be wrong. I thought it was San Antonio. I know he had a fight in San Antonio, so I just assumed.
Nah, he's from Dallas. He's from Dallas, from what I understood.
Yeah, I know he trained out of the gym we did Border Wars a few times, so that's in Irving. So you might be right. I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think he in Dallas, if I'm mistaken. Maybe he was early, moved from San Antonio to Dallas, but from what I understood, he always been in Dallas. And I can understand that move. He can't go in that celebrity gym right now if they ain't got the time or the schedule because he's still an up-and-coming fighter that's hungry. He's not at a Canelo level. What have you. He damn sure doing bigger and better things than Ryan. So, like, he definitely have a lot of fighters. I can't think. Eddie has a lot of fighters on his roster. So, Ortiz needs to make sure he gets somewhere he get his training and get the attention. But that's my call.
All right. Yeah, man. I gotta watch this Charles Gardner fight. That shit only 12 minutes, man. So I'm gonna definitely watch that. They went to war. Look, comments. Tucker finna be next up. Let it build. Tucker looked impressive for a 17-year-old. Damn, he fought this dude at 17. Sheesh. Hey, man. JT, man, where you at? Yeah, yo. Keep putting in them road trips, man. Imagine. That's like Kobe, right? Like getting signed at 17, you skipping the pros, like you skipping college. You know what I'm saying? That what's his name? Got that? What's my man name from Cali, yo? Lil G. Fuck is his name? He just lost. I'm tight. I ain't tight, but I fuck with his father. We had a few drinks in Vegas once. What the hell is his name? Lil G, man. Oh my God. He was the youngest dude signed the top rank before Xander Zayas. Jesus. Gabriel Flores Jr. You know. He got signed at 16. Xander got signed at 16. Tucker got signed at 17. That's life-changing, man. Getting signed that early, making real money. I mean, obviously we don't know what those checks are like, but you're still making better money than most 17-year-olds, that's for sure. That is a blessing, man. Congratulations to him and his family. He never answered that, too, man. I asked him, like, when he found out he was being signed, like, who did he tell? He never doubled back on that. But we going out to James Payne.
James Payne is my name, partner, how about you? Standing on my property and I'm gonna see about you. If I come out on my porch, I see you chilling in your wheel. Boy, I hope you know somebody better be waiting on the bitch. James Payne, baby, see me pissing on the post. If we're playing basketball, you might see me in the
TBV, how the audio sound?
Straight.
Yeah, man, out here on the grind once again. Y'all know what it is, man. The best part of waking up. Y'all know the slogan from the 80s, man. TBV in my cup. And shout out to the TBV alumni that first brought this slogan around. Yo, so before I get to the topic, I gotta say, Mr. Jahai Tucker, damn, that boy sound confident, man. But that Gardner win is a solid win. I did watch that fight. He did get the dub, but I know firsthand that Gardner, man, he puts in that big work. I'm talking about train hard as a motherfucker. He's a solid fighter, and he puts on a hell of a show. Several of us know that firsthand because we saw him firsthand. So that's a nice win on the resume, man. So I'm going to be keeping my eyes on Tucker to see what he can do. He talk a big game. As I was listening to him talk about his training, I was like, damn, man, is he with King Leonidas in the 300 or some shit, man? Sound like they damn train from damn Ness. You all right, bro? What you want that fucking, you on them Girl Scout cookies or something? What you got going on, Tim?
Yo, it's always amazing to me that I can mute myself, but Skype still hears me.
Bro, I hear you, man, all the way in Tennessee, man, down from Florida, champ. For real, I smell it too, dog.
Yo,
but it's
I'm
all
trying
good,
to come to
bro.
Memphisboro, man.
Oh, Murfreesboro. Hey, that's right up the block, man. It's right up the block. My son actually in Murfreesboro right now in daycare. Yeah, it's right up the block, man. That ain't nothing. Shit. Come on out, man. I'm gonna show you around. I got a few spots I can take you to. I can also take you to a few gyms, man. Come on out. But yeah, man, I'm gonna keep my eyes on Tucker, see what he got going. I thought he was part of the 300, the way that man was talking about their training regimen that they going through from sun up to sundown type shit. Like, damn, he ready to take on the fucking Persian army and shit. But it's all good, man, TBV. And I'm looking forward to that Sanchez and that big baby fight. That's some dope shit. I would mark that on my calendar, and I wouldn't schedule nothing else to make sure I could watch that fight. I ain't got nothing on the Ortiz shit yet. I'm still keeping my eyes on him, seeing what he gonna do. So hopefully he making the right move for his career. But that's all I got, man. TBV for life, man. The illest, trillest, dopest boxing podcast in the galaxy. Y'all know what it is. It's the Boxing Voice. Shout out to Nis. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up on this and each and every episode of the Boxing Voice to help increase with the visibility of the show. Once again, it's me, James Payne. It's lethal, and I'm out.
All right, champ. All right. So let me make sure I'm still watching this fight. I gotta stop. I'm just shocked. I ain't know this happened, man. That's a little bit sad. It would have been better watching it live. I gotta check if it's still on the app too. So, damn, closed it by mistake. Fudge. Wanted to just pause it, man. So, Brandon, he said he wants me to introduce some new sound bites here. Now he said, hold on. So we're going to have to wait. But you know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, you can hit that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. It'll put this show and other episodes in the eyes of other boxing fans so they can know that there is a safe haven here. They know where to find us if they want to talk boxing, if they want to call in and voice their opinion. You know, this is the place to call in and celebrate when you made the right pick or express your frustrations when, your fighter probably didn't live up to things he said he would do. So, shout out to B-Dog. I see you. Adrian, what it do, Mr. Rowan? Shout out to you, champ. Who else is in the live Skype? Excuse me, live. Shout out to Luis Reyes, man. You always rocking out. I see you every single day. Noel G in Dallas, what up? All right, Brandon, I'm on it. Uh-oh, he's calling Bozy. So we are getting Mr. Anderson on the show. Let's go. That's going to be good. Let me pull up my Bozy Ennis questions from Patreon so I don't leave y'all behind. Make sure I get that out. I'm checking, Brandon. So far, no Bozy yet, brother. But for the people that are on Blog Talk, hit that number 1 button. All right. Let's see here. My Jimbe, what up, champ? What's good?
So I like the Manny Robles pick. I think Manny Robles is a great trainer. If you remember, Valdez's best, the best fights, the best performances that he had was with him, except for the Vergil fight. And I also think that Vergil wants to go. He wants to speed up his career, and I think that Canelo team.
Give me 1 second, my Jimbo. I got Bozy Ennis on the line. Coach, how are you? Good morning. Coach, you there?
Yeah, hello.
How are you? Good morning.
Good morning. I'm all right. You?
I'm good, man. So just to bring you up to speed, this is the same guy that called you letting you know that one of Crawford's coaches was on the line saying that, you know, they didn't hear anything about a Boots Ennis offer. So you told me that you would contact Cameron and Espinoza. Have you had time to do that, or you've been busy with training?
Yeah, well, I've been busy with training. I was at the fights and all that, but they was talking about it, but they were saying because Boots out. See, Boots wasn't just like picking on Crawford. Boots wanted to fight either one of them. See, you understand? And they got to do that business. That's how I've been. I don't do that kind of business where, making offers and all that. So it's up to them. So I talked to them about it. So they got to do that. They have to do that. You know what I mean? Because we want to fight. We willing to fight any of them. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, what do you have a projected month when your son will return?
Well, yeah. Well, I talked to Espinoza. Boots will fight probably in March, end of March or beginning of April. And I think they have he's fighting for the number one spot. So whoever it is going to be an eliminator.
Number one spot in the IBF?
I think it's the IBF. I think it's and he said something about the WBC too. Something, you know what I mean? Both of the spots. So you know what I mean? That's what he said to me.
So is the Canadian the possible option? Castillo Clayton?
That's what I think it is. Yeah, I think it's going to be him. It's going to be him.
Now, is it true that fight's been offered to him on two separate occasions? This one being the third?
It's never been really offered to us. Probably was offered to Cameron or somebody else.
Well, I mean the opposite way. Has an offer to Castillo been sent in the past to fight Boots?
Oh yeah, I probably so. I don't see nobody don't know Castillo Clayton. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't remember that. You know what I mean? You know, because nobody know him. I said, what were we fighting him for? And nobody knows him. You know what I mean? Then they just moved him up to number 5.
They sure did.
They moved him up to number 5, but who he beat number 5? He just fought somebody 18-12. I think something like that, and went the distance with him. I know he fought Living Net when we fought Living Net right after him, but nobody knows him because I said, yo, Clayton. I said, you know Clayton? I asked people, man, we don't know who's he. You know what I mean? So, you know, we wanted to fight the top guys. You know what I mean? We sound we sound Thurman, we sound all of them. Porter, we sound all of them. You know what I mean? Spence, Crawford, we just wanted the top guys just to show that, you know, that we right there with them. You know what I mean? And we wasn't looking for nobody behind us. But if we got to fight somebody behind us, like now, I think they probably make that a mandatory. Oh, yeah, he got to fight now, yeah.
Do you think that the mandatory will be called in a timely fashion that would allow your son to still fight the winner of Ugas Spence, or do you foresee the winner of Ugas Spence, if it Spence, him vacating and moving up?
Well, whoever it is, it doesn't matter, man. You know what I mean? Whoever it is, I don't know how. You know, you see how the system is now, man. They do what they want to do, man. You know what I mean? Look how long that boy was number 1 in the IBF. He never got a chance to fight Spence. So it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference if you're number 1. See, they control what they want to control.
Yes.
And do what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You see what's going on at that.
Absolutely, because Cody Crowley beat that man, and he 14 on the rankings.
And that's a shame, man. Cody Crowley should have moved up. At least took his spot, or be it like ranking number, like in the top 5 or something.
That's
you know
what
I mean?
I said if you beat the number 1, you should be the number 1. I don't get why
you should be the number 1. That's what, and that's what I said. You know what I mean? Because I thought we was gonna have to fight Cody Crowley. You know what I mean? Which we would have fought him, or what's the boy named David Ivanasian, but he turned us down. He said he'll fight us afterwards, and we tried to Ortiz. Well, they don't want nothing to do with us. You know what I mean? So he wouldn't fought. He came and fight the boy
McKinson,
McClintock, whatever the boy name.
Yeah, Mickelson.
You know? He got what, 2 knockouts?
Yeah,
You know
but,
what I mean?
but
I'm
he
just
got
saying,
two.
you know,
He got
you
two
know.
decent wins though. He got a win over
Oh,
Luther
okay.
Clay and over I can't remember the other one, but he definitely got two
Yeah.
decent wins.
Well, see, I never heard of him. I mean, you know, I've
Yeah,
been
he's
around.
from the UK.
I ain't never heard of him.
He from the UK. That's why.
Okay. Yeah, but we just waiting in line, man. And you know what I mean? You know, whoever. You know what I mean? It's like we picking on nobody. We ask for everybody. You already heard it. You seen it on Instagram. You seen it on YouTube. And anyway, we just not singled out nobody. But we thought we was right there at the spot where we'll fight Spence because we were ranked higher in that division. You know what I mean? You know, I see everybody trying to push it to us to fight to what's his name, Crawford. You know what I mean? Yeah, but like, the way they doing Crawford, man, I understand what's going on. You know what I mean? You know, they doing him wrong too.
Yeah, but he's a free agent now, Bozy.
Yeah, but that's now. I'm not talking about now. I'm before they did him wrong. You know what I mean? You're right. He's a free agent, so he should be able to do what he want to do.
He can.
That's fight whoever he want to fight.
That's why I told you to bring it up to Espinoza. That's a big
fight.
We
already did that. Espinoza. Well, we already did that. You had to tell me that. I did that before you even said that. And Cameron Duncan. We've been to burn that up. You see what Cameron Duncan put up in the on what's that boxing scene on one of them.
What'd he say?
He put it up. He been said this a long time ago when he put it back up that Crawford cannot beat Jerron Ennis. You know what I mean? You know, he's throwing all kinds of stuff. I didn't even read the thing because it was like before he said that before, so I didn't even read it. But that's up on the thing now. You know what I mean? I think it'd be a good fight. You know what I mean?
Now, you don't think Cameron is a little biased since he used to manage Bud and he no longer manages Bud? So, like, or you think he's telling the truth?
I think it's a little something going on there right there, like you just got to say. I think so. Yeah. Oh, he telling the truth because I know my son can beat Bud. You know what I mean? I don't know if he just saying it because he's trying to get back at him or what like that. But I'm saying myself, it's gonna be a good fight. You know what I mean? You know, let's see Boots fight inside and outside, and he you know what I mean? They're almost similar. But Boots got all kinds of. They ain't see the best of him yet, though. They ain't see the best of him because he had to go to the second gear or third gear.
How would you putting Boots in there with Earl or Crawford? How would that be different from like Fernando Vargas being rushed into that Oscar fight?
Fernando Vargas?
Yeah, Fernando Vargas.
Oh yeah. Oh, that time when he fought. Yeah, it's not the same. Boots is different from them. Boots, you know what I mean? Boots can box. He got defense. You know what I mean? He don't take a lot of shots. You know what I mean? That's the difference. These guys they got one way. They don't have no defense, man. You know what I mean? If you look at Vargas and when he fought him, you know what I mean? And plus they said Vargas was on that stuff too. At the time, he still lost.
Trinidad. It could be the Trinidad fight, right? Because that was the first big step up.
No, they said when he fought De La Hoya, that was the thing back then. They said he was on that whatever they call it. Well, that's a while. I remember that. I ain't never forget that. Yeah.
Well, Mr. Ennis, I got a few questions here from the people. Let me go ahead and get those out. So, first one is from the best dad ever in Baltimore. Who is the easiest fight, Earl Spence or Crawford?
I couldn't tell you that until we get in there with him. I can't tell you that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They both great fighters, so I can't really tell you that. All I can say that Spence come forward. Crawford box and move, and he'll come forward sometimes. So I couldn't really say. I think maybe, I don't know. I can't say. You know what I mean? I have to be in there with him. I can't really say. But from the outside looking in, Spence looked like he goes forward and comes right to you, and got a high guard. You know what I mean? Catches a lot of shots. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And Whitcomb get caught a lot. Terrence get caught a lot because he's I think he waits till like third or fourth round when he warms up. I think he get caught. He always get caught in the early round. So I think Spence would be more difficult.
All right.
Yeah, I think.
What do you think of Tank Davis?
Oh, I think Tank Davis is a good little fighter. Yeah, I think he's one of the best in that division.
Do you know him personally? Like, has he visited your gym? Have you visited his gym? Has your son?
No, I know him. No, I knew him from the amateurs. I know him from the amateurs. I knew Calvin all of them from the amateurs. Tank, you know what I mean? I know them back. We all was in amateurs together. Yeah, you know what I mean? And people don't realize, like I told them, then they found out that at that last fight, I told everybody that Tank can box too. They ain't know he can box. They think he just go in and try to be bullied. You see when he messed his hand up, he boxes behind off with one hand. You know what I mean? And now they said, man,
speaking of one hand, man, exactly. Speaking of one hand, did you think he lost that fight?
Man, I was right there in the front row, man. Gary Russell beat that boy with one hand. One hand. And I said something to him, too. And he looked at me and said, my shoulder. I said, I know. I said, but keep doing what you're doing because you're looking good, man. You know what I mean? They probably said the boy threw so many punches there, but a lot of them didn't land.
Yeah, man.
Gary Russell punches was cleaner and clearer. You know what I mean? And he made him miss a lot. You know what I mean? I don't care what nobody say. I told people in the gym, I said, man, go back and cut the sound down and just look at it. Because y'all go by when people, I mean, come on, man. If y'all know boxing, Gary Russell beat that boy, man. And they wanted to take it away from him. I told his brother, I said, man, yo, they're going to take it away from your brother. I can see it right now. And guess what? It happened. You know what I mean? Because I hear the way they was talking. He don't defend the title till, once a year. And they have problems with him and all. You know, I hear people be saying little things like that. But, you know, that don't give you the right to steal nothing away from the brother when he wins. Apparently, he really won that, man. He put his heart out with one hand. And why would you do that? If anything, you could have given it a draw then. You know what I mean? If you want to do that, give it a draw. You know, just don't take nothing away from it, brother. You know what I mean? Because y'all trying to make another Manny Pacquiao. You know what I mean? You know, when it comes to us, that's what happens anyway.
Yeah, I thought Gary won, man. I couldn't believe what I was watching. His pivots, man. He got to teach that to somebody, man. He is a master with those pivots. He was pivoting. Man, he was going under Masiago's arm and pivoting. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. If you watch it again, you hear me holler at him. Keep turning. That's me. I was right there in the front row. I was sitting next to Espinosa.
Dan, so you were sitting next to Espinosa all night, and you gonna tell me you don't know for sure who you fighting? Night.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They threw what's his name, Clayton, whatever. See, I can't even call the boy name.
Oh, they threw Clayton at you.
I think for sure we fighting him.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He was saying something about it. He said Clayton, and you know, if he take it, and well, I know he gonna take it because it's elimination. You know what I mean? I guess he ain't telling me on the way. You know what I mean? But he already knows that's probably signed and sealed. You'll hear about it. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I think that's the one, Clayton.
So, Bozy, I know you're training Malik Warren now, man. Talk to me about that. He used to be trained with Coach Calvin Ford.
Yeah. Malik been on my gym for a little while. Yeah. Been up there.
How's that going?
I got to show him how to do it. He's doing all right. I just got to show him a lot of different things. He like to keep that high guard up and he don't move his head. You know what I mean? But I had him doing certain things yesterday. I mean, he's gonna be all right. He's a good little fighter, man. See, he like to fight. I said you got to be smart in this game, man. You know what I mean? It's a time to fight. It's time not to fight. Yeah. You got to know how to use that long reach. He got that long jab, man, but he's willing to bang inside with you and take chances and getting hit a lot. And I'm trying to take him away from that. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you when it's time to fight inside. You know what I mean? Or when to back somebody up. You know what I mean? But he's going to be all right. I'm going to fit him on his defense. You know what I mean? He'll be all right. Good little fighter. Good little fighter. He's only a young boy, too, so
what is
he got a lot to learn.
What is he? What weight class?
I think he fight at 126.
Okay.
I think for the last fight, I think he threw it at 30, though. He can get down to 126 easy, they said. But I think the last fight, he 44 to 130.
I'm hearing the other Malik is retiring, man. Is that true? Hawkins?
Well, see, that's something I couldn't tell you because I don't deal with him. You know what I mean? I ain't hear nothing about that. You know what I mean? They probably keep that hush-hush. I don't know.
Well, we got another one for you here from James Valdez in San Antonio, Texas. He says, you've come on the show a few times already. How did you hear about the Boxing Voice and what keeps you coming back? We love to hear all the insight you bring to the show. Peace, and we the fans look forward to following your son's boxing career. # Team Boots.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you found out about us by me approaching you.
That's what I was going to say. You know. It was me and you talking. Yeah. That's how I found out. You know what I mean?
think the first time I spoke to you in person was when you were at the Tevin Farmer press conference in that brand new gym in Philly, and Gabe was on the undercard. Matchroom had came to town, and I had
that's where
I had interviewed you then. I thought you was gonna sign with Matchroom because you was there, and that's when you was telling me that you guys had some stuff going on that y'all had to take care of before you could do anything.
But remember this though. I had Ray Robinson on the same card. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was there. I had Ray Robinson on the same card.
Yeah.
When he fought Josh Kelly and beat him, they gave it a draw. Remember?
Gave him a draw. He beat Kavalasquez too.
It gave him a draw. Right? And he's been sitting ever since. And that's why I was telling you about what's his name? His match. Well, matter of fact, what his match makes his manager. You know what I mean? I said, man, I told you, man. They ain't worrying about you, man. He worrying about Teofimo. You know what I mean? Now Teofimo lost. Now they finally got Ray a fight after 2 years. He fighting the 26.
Welterweight still?
I mean? No, he gonna fight at 154. He's moving up. He's been working. He's been working out. You know what I mean? He's been training, sparring with Boots.
TV?
I don't know. I don't think this is a TV fight. Okay. I don't think. No, I don't think so. You might got to go up on the stream it or something like that.
All right. I got Ruin the 504s in New Orleans says, would your son move up if no major fight could be made at 147?
Well, tell him this. If the fight's going to be made at 147, we're going to clean that division out. Once we clean that division out, then we're going to move to 154. And after 154, we're going to try to move to 160 because I think he can get there.
It's funny you bring that up because you know that he has a quote where he says, and by he, I mean your son, is quoted saying that he's going to undispute 47, undispute 54, and undispute 60. You think that's overly ambitious or you think he really can do it?
Well, hey, listen, you're supposed to believe you can do it. A fighter believes in himself. And that's what he does. All the fighters, if you don't believe in yourself, you shouldn't be fighting.
Hey, Bozy, do you know Jahad Tucker from New York?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, a nice young kid. Yep.
He said he been calling y'all trying to get in the gym, man. He wants some sparring.
Oh no, he never called me. He never called us. He ain't never called us. You can get Jahad can get sparring anytime you want.
All right, I'm gonna make sure he know because I was just interviewing him.
No, he never called me. No, I talked to his people. I mean, they never said about coming down farm.
Yeah,
they never said nothing to me.
I need you to get him in there, man, because my man talking about fighting Terrence Crawford next year. We got to make sure he all right before he go.
Oh, the kid is. I like the kid. The kid is nice. He can fight, man. I like his people too. That got him.
Yeah,
you know
James Prince got him.
No, he never. Yeah. I'm talking about his trainers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's his pop and
So
and
wait,
yeah.
do you think he's that type of talent that he could rush up the rankings like Shakur in 10 fights, 14 fights, have a title shot?
Oh, I don't know about rushing like that. I mean, that's up to them. You know what I mean? But I don't know about that. No, I don't know about him rushing like that. No, I would take my time with him. You know what I mean? Because he's still young. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he only 19.
And he can be something, man. He can really be something. You know what I mean? Kid, he can really be something. I like the kid.
He got a good win over Charles Gardner, man. I wasn't expecting to see that win on his resume so early. He took that fight early. I know Gardner. Yeah. He's a good fighter.
Yeah, but see, you understand this, though. Remember, he ran a lot of good fighters, too, though. Tucker. He ran a lot of good fighters, man. So you got different styles right there. You know what I mean? Keep you sharp, man. You know? Yeah, but Jihad, anytime he can get boxing. I mean, they love boxing in my gym. You can walk in there. I tell people you ain't got to call. Just come in Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
You got any?
Blue Blood Sports been out there.
Yeah, I seen you posted it. I actually like the picture, man. Shout out to Blue Blood. I was gonna ask you. Do you have any younger fighters like I guess I don't know 60 pounds to 120 pounds?
Yeah, I got a couple of little fighters. Yeah.
Ethan trains out of your gym, right? Little Ethan, the Puerto Rican kid, Ethan. I think his last name Burgos.
Yeah. They on the other shift. They ain't on my shift.
Yeah, I'll be seeing him do pad work with. In your gym, is Greg Hatchett out of your gym as well?
Yeah, my young boy there, Greg with me.
Oh yeah. So that's who Ethan do a lot of work with. Like I always see him posting pad work with Greg.
Well, Ethan, his father got him working with a lot of different people, man. You know what I mean? He worked with my son, Pooh. Mm-hmm. Sometimes he worked with the boy Dennis. He worked. I mean, he worked with a few different guys down there.
Is he good?
Really? I mean, he all right. He all right. I never really seen him fight. I never saw him fight before. I seen him spar. He's all right. I mean, he's a young kid. He got ways to go, man. I can't put nothing on him.
I'm just looking for the next Danny. Who gonna be the next Danny coming out of Philly?
Next Danny? I don't know. I don't know. He got ways to go, man. Ways to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Ennis, I want to thank you for coming on the show. It's always a pleasure to have you on. Thank you for dropping the bomb, the big news. Clayton in March. Boots Ennis, Clayton, IBF Eliminator. Appreciate it. We're going to definitely be tuned in. Showtime.
Yeah.
Main event, right?
Yeah,
obviously.
Probably be March. Espinosa say March or April.
Okay.
March or April, so I'm letting you know. I know it's going to be him anyway. You know what I mean? Because that's why they moving up to number 5.
Yeah.
And you just beat somebody, 18 and 12? And they going to move up to number 5? So that's the shit they put in the game now. You know what I mean? The boxing is when it comes down to it, man, you look at it, man, it's not like it used to be.
Yeah, no, everything is political now.
Yeah, they can do what they want to do, man. You see all the different titles now. I mean, when I was coming, we didn't have all them titles. Super, silver, you know what I mean, regular. Come on, man. It should be like one title like it was before. You know what I mean?
I agree. We were just talking about that either Sunday or yesterday, the fact that, all these sanctioning bodies, they have a silver, they have a interim, they have a regular, they have a super.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but like I said, man, you know, the 147, that's a hell of a weight class right there, man. They got all the top dogs in it, man. You know what I mean? You know, and guess what? All of them can fight, man. See, I don't talk about no fighters. All of them fighters are good fighters, man. Especially the top ones right there. You got Spencer, you got Terrence, you know what I mean? Ugas is, you got Ugas, you got Thurman, you got, it's
What
right
you think
there,
of that
man.
fight? You think Earl takes it, or you don't want to make a pick? Earl, Ugas, what you think?
I don't really, I don't think it's gonna be easy. I think, but if I bet my money, I'm betting my money on Earl. You know what I mean? I think Earl's a smart fighter, man. He ain't no dumb fighter, man. People, you know, they talk about Earl this, Earl. Man, Earl's a smart fighter, just like Crawford. They some good fighters, man. You know what I mean? You can't count neither one of them out, man. I don't care what's wrong with him. You talking about his eye, talking about all this, man. Shit. Them boys can fight. And see, you got to understand, guys like them, street guys, you know what I mean? You know, when you're from the street, you'll take it to another level. What I mean by street, raised up in the street, fighting and all that stuff. Then you got guys that wasn't raised in the street, you know what I mean? And they were spoon-fed. They won't take it to another level. These guys you want to kill these guys in the ring, man. Same with my son. So that's what makes it a good fight, man. Them guys ain't just going to give up. They're not going to quit. And that's what I mean by street guys. You know what I mean? You know, you see what Bud was shot at and all that kind of crap. And Spence, you know, he'd been through a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? These guys will take it to another level. People got to understand that. There's a difference between the street guys. He's good boxers, you know what I mean? But what I mean by street guys, that's where they board up the streets. Like, same like me, gang worn back in the day and all that. You know, give out fair ones, you know. You know, a lot of these guys today don't even, never even saw nothing like that or heard of nothing like that. You know what I mean? And they wouldn't take it to another level. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep. I get exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Conor Benn? Has he made it to your radar? The welterweight Conor Benn, son of Nigel Benn.
Man, you must have been reading up on boxing scene and all them other things. Eddie Hearn said Conor Benn is not fighting Jerron Ennis.
Oh, I seen that, but I'm asking your thoughts on him as a fighter.
Oh, he's a good little fighter, man. Oh, he's a good fighter. See, I don't talk about no fighters, man. Them guys can fight, man. Them guys can fight, but you know, a lot of guys, you know, get protected, man. You know what I mean? You know, and when it's time to fight, it's time to fight. We don't have no picks, man. That's one thing about us. We're not just calling just one person out. You heard what we was doing. We was calling everybody out. You know about that. Mm-hmm. All the top guys, we didn't call it out. You know what I mean? So that goes to show you we not worrying about nobody. We just want to fight and get our chance, have our chance. That's all like everybody else got.
What's your thoughts on the guy that beat Jamal James, Butayev?
We asked for him right after the fight. After Boots stopped and they was interviewing him, and I told to say something about Boots. So they said, well, would you fight Jerron Ennis next? He said, no, I don't want to fight Jerron Ennis. I want to fight, who say he want to fight? Ugas or somebody else. Yeah, he said he want to fight Ugas. That's what he said. Mm-hmm. So we asked for him too. You know what I mean? We wanted Jamal James. We thought Jamal James was going to win. That's what we wanted. And, you know, they asked Jamal about fighting Boots. He said, you seen the interview when he told about he's not worried about he don't want to fight Boots right now. He's a good fighter and all this. I want to fight these other guys before I fight him. And then I'll give him.
I remember there was a time I had seen you and Boots in Atlanta. I think it was the Tank fight, and you had told me that it was supposed to be Jamal James.
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, I thought it was, man. But Jamal didn't want to fight Boots.
Crazy.
He said I'm not scared. He said it on the stage when they was at the press conference. He said, I'm not scared. It's just that, you know, I want to fight these other guys. And I'll give Boots a chance after I beat these guys, beat this guy right here. And then, he wanted to fight this boy Butte, and then after that he wanted to fight Spencer or either Crawford or even Ugas. Matter of fact, he said Ugas so he can get that win. No matter of fact, he beat Ugas before. You know what I mean? So he said he wanted to fight him.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So, Mr. Ennis, man, once again, thank you for your time. If you want to
You're
give
welcome,
out your
brother.
social media, I know you're active on Instagram for anybody that isn't following you.
Oh, just Posey Ennis on Instagram. I don't have no other stuff, Facebook and all that. I don't have that crap. Just Posey Ennis on Instagram.
All right. Well, thank you once again,
Yes.
and look forward to having you
You're
back
welcome.
on.
All right, good brother. Thank you.
All right. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Posey Ennis, the father trainer of Jaron Ennis. At least we know it's not Crawford, and we know it's Castillo Clayton in March or April. And that works for me. It's not a bad fight. It's a decent fight, you know. Common opponent, Sergey Lipinets. One did better than the other, obviously. Both pretty much won. You know, both pretty much won because, you know, I thought Clayton did enough. It was unfortunate he didn't get the decision. I thought he did enough. But, you know, one won by knockout, one went the decision. So I just don't know that they capitalized off Clayton fighting Lipinets to build this fight up. Like, does the American public remember Clayton? And then he had that PBC fight with the dude that Bozy was just talking about. I don't even know if that was on TV. I don't remember watching it. So, I don't know. But I got CYP in the place to be. What up?
Yo, man, I'm starting to realize that people rather sign up to jump out of a plane than sign up to fight. Geronimo Ennis. They don't want none of that, man. They don't want that, man. They cats is scared, and I think they're smart too. I mean, I'm not gonna start beating the drum too hard yet because you know I still got some guys out there that I gotta still rep with, which is the Wilder, the Tanks, and the Charlos. But Boots, if you listening, man, CYP is next up for you. Next up for you. Wilder officially retires, you will jump into the spot, and then you got my full support, homie. And when you jump into my army, dog, you literally become super, super duper successful. Not because I'm rooting for you, but because I know real talent when I see it, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to your pops, man. I think you are the future of boxing. CYP out.
All right. You can tell he in the weight room. You hear the weights clashing. If you're on Blog Talk, remember to hit that number 1 button just one time. One time. That's going to let us know that you're ready to jump on the show and talk some book sale. Talk some book sale. Yo, who is this guy? Jesus, I keep forgetting this man's name. Cordell Booker. I don't know who I needed to tell his name to the other day. I can't remember. Cordell Booker, man. He sparred Porter in New York. And he was with PBC. And he got the same manager as Tevin Farmer. We got, let me see. Sorry about that. Fred Robinson. Nope, I said that. All right. So I'm moving out to Brandon in Cincinnati. Oh, actually, I do have some Fred Robinsons here. He said, you know they can't make Shields a household name. She brings too much attention to the water crisis in Flint. I don't know that it's because of that she's not a household name. I just think that women's boxing in the U.S. isn't as dope as it is in the UK. So Shields isn't the star that she should be. That she deserves to be for all her accolades and accomplishments in such a short amount of time. It's crazy. That's what it is. Look, obviously it's easier to do that in the UK. Someone over there is being built off of beating Shields. Shields can't even get big in her own country with 2 gold medals, multiple titles, multiple unifications, undisputed. Like, she done it all, man. She done it all. She done it all, and then they say that she's ducking because she signed up to MMA. Like, that's the crazy part, bro. Boxing sucks, man. Everyone has a voice and an opinion in this sport.
Hello, ladies.
Anybody that know me know I've been a player, whether it was in Alabama, Ohio, or anywhere around the globe.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
I've been smashing Telly Swifts, man. I didn't have to become a millionaire to get that caliber of woman.
One of the people's choices, one of the fans' favorites, a guy that can galvanize this crowd such as myself.
He's too ugly to be the world champ. The world champ should be pretty like me.
The AJ of trucking. Whoop! Yep, Brandon in Cincinnati.
SDS Promotions.
Yo, Ness, what's up? Good morning, brother.
What up?
Hey, I like Bozy Ennis, man. He old school with it. I like him as a trainer and a father. Shout out to him for coming on the show. Hopefully, that fight with Clayton get made with him and his son Boots. I got Boots stopping Clayton. Clayton don't let his hands go enough, and he ain't got no power. So yeah, Boots gonna walk him down and knock him the fuck out. Frank Sanchez and Jared Anderson, that's another story. That might be a real calculated chess match where you get ring IQ and savvy versus young, skilled athlete. I don't know if Jared Anderson ready for that fight yet. I don't know if his IQ is going to be good enough to handle somebody with the savviness of a Frank Sanchez. That dude really can box. So, the 50-50 fight at this point. I love to see it, but it ain't going to happen. Not yet, anyway. That's my call.
All right. Let me get to...
Listos pe los chingazos. Listos pe los chingazos.
And it's not going the distance. Either he'll wave the white flag or I'll wave it for him.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
A lot of you live believable lives.
It's easy to sit in those seats. It ain't easy to stand up here. Remember that.
Matter of fact, when I smacked his brother in this gym right here, he didn't do anything. All he did was stand there like a big fat pussy.
In your mind, how does that fight go?
With me getting my hand raised.
SDS Promotions.
Yo, good morning, Ness. How you doing, man?
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias. Yo, yeah, man. To the topic, man. Hey, I like that fight, man. I hope they actually make that fight. I think it'll be a great building block for Jared Anderson, man. I think Frank Sanchez is probably one of the tougher heavyweights in the whole division right now, man. And you know how I feel about JA already, man. I believe he can already take out some of the top dogs, man.
Yeah,
and I look at Frank Sanchez. So it sounds like that, man. So, you know, I believe that he could actually get through that test, man. So if they make that fight, man, you already know who I'm gonna be calling for next, man.
Who you gonna be calling for next, fams?
I'm not trying to say the name, man. You already know, man. You already know who I would say, man. Well, I'll go ahead and say, man. You know, I want to see J.A. with Wilder. I want to go ahead and make that statement that Bob Arum said the other day be true, man. You know, that he can go ahead and fight Wilder soon. Because I think he can take Wilder, man. But, you know, he needs to get a step like Frank Sanchez before he can step in the ring with Wilder. So, I mean, I think that move makes sense, in my opinion. Other than that, man, that Charles Gardner, man, that's a big win that Tucker has, man. You know, I put some clips of that fight in the Atlanta card in the chat and everything from Charles Gardner, man, just showing how great he moves in the ring and whatnot, man. So Tucker is definitely going to be a star, man. If he already beat that kind of type of opposition already.
Yo, wasn't you there live for that Gardner fight or nah?
Yeah, I was there for that Gardner fight and that truck fight, man, when he knocked out Manny Woods out the ring.
Crazy.
Yeah, man. So yeah, you know, I like seeing those small club fights as well, man. So I could see. Man, has Gardner been on TV since that Tucker fight?
Nah, man, nah.
I think that was the only fight. Yeah, and I think that was a 4-round fight. I think I had it 3-1 or something like that. I think that's how I had it when I watched it. I had to go back and watch it again. But yeah, man. I got nothing else, man. But yeah, man. But shout out to the real big baby though,
man. He about to make some noise this year. I'm out.
All right. We did Music City. Jerome, what up? Just listening, Mr. Wolf. Going out to Hawk in Maryland. Hawk in Maryland, what up?
Ain't too much, my brother. How you doing this morning? And everybody need to hit that like button, support the show. What I was about to say, the Vergil Ortiz picks Manny Robles over Canelo's team, huh?
Yeah.
He already picked him?
Plus Jared Anderson and Frank Sanchez going at it on Instagram. Anderson said he'll send a contract immediately.
Oh yeah, that's a good fight. That Frank Sanchez can really box and stay moving. But I got Jared catching up with him. It's kind of an early fight for him because Sanchez is really seasoned. But I got Jared, man. Jared is an animal. But Ortiz probably ain't want to go over there with Canelo team with all them, all them rumors going around with the steroids, especially with that Valdez, whatever his name was. Yeah, they got a little reputation over there. I think he might just want to stay clear as far as that goes. But the ones that's already there, they already there, so they just go ahead and roll. I don't think he made a bad decision though. Robles all right. But yeah, if they did get down though, I got Jared Anderson. And a good interview with Bozy Ennis. Great interview, bro. That was cool. That was a cool interview. But like he said he called out everybody. He ain't really single out nobody. So right now we just gotta wait to see what Keith Thurman gonna do and what Earl Spence gonna do. We got some good boxing on the horizon. So appreciate all your work, Ness. Love your show, and I'm out.
Appreciate you, Hawk. You already know, man. Thank you for rocking out with us every morning, after every morning. We appreciate it, man. I got Juan in the BX. You probably at work. Majid, if he ain't going on, is on you.
Yo. 1 second. Everybody need to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Join YouTube members and Patreon for something. Shout out for that interview. I don't really got much to say on that except keep working. But when they come to this Frank Sanchez versus that big baby dude, I'm like, that big baby dude ain't do nothing but show us that he could walk people down. That's on the low level. It ain't about no hate and shit. But if he go against Frank Sanchez, he gonna get outpointed. He gonna just get chipped up. So that's my take on it. I think that if they put Jared Anderson against him, they're going to be rushing the fight, and they're going to mess up that man's record when he still need to build. Let the young man grow. But that's all I got.
All right. Looks like JT New Orleans. JT New Orleans available? No available. J-Mac on the... We got a super chat from Brandon who says, play Sean Mission Impossible intro. All right, fams. All right. I hope it's this one.
You become rich. Wealth is something that is established.
Mission Impossible.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
I'm the #1 heavyweight in Border Wars. What you think?
It doesn't matter what you think.
I put a 300-pound man down with my bare hands.
The guy looked over him. Stood over him.
I'm knocking headgear off of niggas.
Damn, Sean is killing him.
Jones Wealth Academy. Follow me and learn from the champ.
Mission Impossible.
SDS Promotions.
All right, we're going out to New Orleans.
So interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, with that comment. Come on. No, that was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. We're doing live TV. I don't care. What are you gonna do about it?
I'll kill this mother. Why do you have to talk like that? Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
Yo, what up, Ness?
What up, JT?
Nothing feeling. Hey, Brandon Lynn's listening. I might gotta keep me a new intro. Everybody popping up with these new intros and stuff, man. For real. I was on the other line. That's what was the topic. What we was talking about. I had just hot click back over.
We talking about Vergil Ortiz going with Manny Robles over the Canelo team, Eddy Reynoso. Plus, we talking about Jared Anderson trying to get a fight with Frank Sanchez, who's trained by Eddy Reynoso. They had a little back and forth on Instagram, and Anderson said he'd be sending a contract immediately.
Well, now I want to talk about that one. Frank Sanchez, I think he's a little too experienced for Jared Anderson right now. He gonna need a few more fights. Talking about Jared Anderson. Honestly, that Vergil Ortiz thing, he must see something over there. He don't want to come over there and fail a drug test. So the best thing for him to do is probably go with somebody else. You know, what's the other guy? What's the other topic?
Vergil Ortiz Jr., the welterweight, is being trained by Manny Robles, the guy that helped Andy beat AJ the first time, instead of being trained by Eddy Reynoso.
That's what I just said. He didn't want to go over there because he didn't want to pop dirt on a test and stuff like that. All the fighters popping dirt over there.
He was over there. He was over there. I got pictures. He was in the gym and everything.
Yeah, he was in the gym, but that mean that was his trainer, or he was just in having like a camp or training little session over there?
Yeah, they tried him out. They went and tried Eddie out.
Okay, well, Eddie probably offered him something that he ain't want to take.
Yeah, well, the schedules. Eddie couldn't be there when he needed him. He needed him for this fight, March 19th.
I don't need you to knock down what I feel like may have happened. All I'm trying to tell you, they're probably trying to give him a little dosage he ain't want to take over there, so that's why he left that camp.
Narrative, JT.
Any else other topics?
I mean, we was talking to Savannah Marshall and Twitter and Clarissa Twitter beef, and just the fact that, Clarissa's done so much, Savannah's done so little, and somehow people still be acting like it's Clarissa ducking Savannah. In any other world, they'd be telling Savannah to go do something, but it's Savannah, so it's Clarissa that has to continue to do more.
We were just talking about this on the back call yesterday, but I'm not gonna bring up the race card in it. But it is what it is, and with that, we're back on that Sanchez. That would be a good fight in the near future, but I don't think Jared Anderson ready for Frank Sanchez. What you think, Ness?
I think it's a great fight. I mean, I know that Sanchez got that boxer in him. He got that boxer blood, so he could try and stay away from Jared, and Jared would have to show us his gears.
Yeah, a gear that I don't think he have yet. Does it look like?
He ain't had to show us, just like Tank ain't had to show us until he needed to with the one arm in the pit bull fight.
Out the two, I think Frank Sanchez is just the better boxer. So, I mean, I'm just being honest. I think Jared Anderson still got a lot of holes in his game and stuff like that. But he is a good boxer. But out speed and I can't give him power. I think they're both the same size. But speed and who's more effective to me with their shots, it will be Sanchez.
For sure.
But that's all I got, though, Ness. I'll just hop back on if somebody sees something crazy.
All right. So somebody talking about the common opponent in rank and Savannah stopped. Clarissa went the distance. I mean, Earl didn't stop Porter, and Crawford stopped him. Whip-de-fucking-do. It don't mean nothing. It only helps my narrative or your narrative depending on who we talking about. But the facts are the facts. Clarissa's first fight is Franchon Cruz, who's going for undisputed. Savannah was with Eddie. Now she's with Sky Sports and Boxer. Meanwhile, Franchon Cruz has always been with DAZN with Golden Boy. So that fight was available when Savannah was with Matchroom. Savannah now leaves and Franchon is with Matchroom. So I don't know. Go figure, man. All I'm saying is if the shoe was on the other foot, they'd be telling Savannah, hey, go do something. Especially if it was Clarissa that was from the UK, who undisputed, who unified, who keeps doing all that she's fucking doing. They be like, man, Savannah ain't do shit. Get out of here. You beating bums. But whatever, man. Fred Robinson with the 3rd super chat. Shout out to you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Where my soundbite at, man? Well, I'm dropping the ball right now. He said, how can we get these sanctioning bodies to honor the Muhammad Ali Act? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. But I'll tell you this, my sources say that the real issue is that Vergil Sr. wanted to be the head coach, not the assistant coach, and Eddy Reynoso doesn't like that. So that was another little issue that they had. But Eddie had no problem training him. It was just timing, as far as schedules. But it's like I said, that means that they can possibly fight. He can possibly fight with him in the next fight. You just schedules ain't work right now. It don't mean you won't go back there and do it again. Brandon Les says, and I quote, the little bro of border wars, region wars, #soon. Region wars, it's gonna be, this thing that we're starting with the call out. Brandon created the call out, so they're gonna do a tournament, since CYP and a few other callers are struggling with which region brings the best callers. We're going to create a little tournament, man. We're going to do a little tournament, and we're going to put each region to the test, 3-man teams, and, timed, debated topics, and we're going to see who's really good and who's really just a talker, But speaking of that, let me see. I got 2 here. Let me see. This is the first one.
I'm calling you out, brother.
Better not duck me, son. You better not duck me, son.
I'm calling you out.
Anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans, Mexicans. Anybody can get it.
BoxingBoys.com. So that's the call out challenge soundbite.
He's a little scared man. He's a very small, scared man.
And that's when you don't accept the call out. You know what I'm saying? You're a very little scared man. You know what I'm saying? Then you heard the duck in the background? Yeah, that's you. But that is everybody except Brandon on the boomerang. Oh, actually, we got LV Slugger in the building. Let me go out to Slugger. LV.
Only time y'all see me in Rays is when I turn into the Bronze Bomber. I want a body, and he gonna be the body. The ambulance better be ready, the medical better be ready, the referee better be ready. They better have that towel to be able to throw it in.
SDS Promotions.
Was he right?
LV Slugger.
BBV, what up?
What up? What up?
What up? Yes. Vergil Ortiz, Manny Robles. Eddie definitely got a lot of fighters over there, a lot going on. So I can see why Vergil, would turn that down. He probably wanted his attention. He's definitely one of the top welterweights, young top welterweights coming up. So, he'll be champion after a while. So he probably wants somebody that's gonna give him the proper attention. so he can, get develop as much as he can. So I had no problem with that right there. Eddie got a lot of fighters up there that's Canelo, Ryan, and Frank Sanchez contender in the heavyweight. So I had no problem with Vergil, going another route. But Bozy Ennis, man, good interview. Jerron, we all know, see the talent with him. He's definitely coming up, going to be a big dog in the welterweight division. We all see the talent, but, one thing about Boots, he just going to have to continue to fight and get that Mando position. That's the only way he's going to get his title shot, so he continue to look good. He'll be champion before you know it. But one thing about it, man, we all see the talent, but we got to see how he look once he go through that adversity in the ring. See how that chin look, a lot. That's one thing about this boxing shit, man. You can see the talent, but, once they get in there with that adversity, that's really going to tell us a lot. So, man, he keep doing his thing. He'll be up there before you know it. On a Jerry Anderson tip, man, Frank Sanchez. One thing about these we seen Frank do his thing against FA. You know what I mean? But one thing about these heavyweights, man, I feel like, especially with Jared being so young, I think they probably need to just take their time with him. You know what I'm saying? Don't just rush him in there. He don't really have no top American heavyweights on the radar like a Jared. So I feel like they didn't just take their time, continue to develop him. I think Christian Hammer will be a good opponent, common opponent with a lot of the top names, durable guy. Dua Paz, another durable guy, been in there with some of the top names. He could probably finish out the year with Chris Arreola or something like that, because Arreola did pretty straight against Ruiz, was able to get a knockdown. So I just think they need to take their time, continue to develop that man. And, eventually he'll be on top of this shit, but I don't want to be seeing what happened with Du Bois. Daniel Du Bois against George Joyce, they tried to rush him. He suffered a loss early. So I think, like I said, just continue to develop that man. And before long, he will be, the next great American heavyweight, man. But like I said, they need to just take their time with him. Don't be trying to rush him into with none of these big names right now. But yeah, man, that's really all I got to say. That's all the topics, ain't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's my call.
All right. We got J-Mac, Boomerang.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I just got off the phone with my sources. And my sources said they didn't want no green tea, no burrito on steak. And that's the reason why they got mad at us. Since we checking sources.
Okay.
So, they got too much going on. They're too filthy over there. Nah, but my brother Majid made me kind of think my call Brandon also. When I think about it, I just didn't want to say it. I don't know if Jared is seasoned enough for Frank Sanchez. We just seen Frank Sanchez get in the ring, whether people agree with it or not, and make Effie keep his hands in his pocket. If we see Jared Anderson get in the ring and do something similar to that, that can just show you what type of IQ and what type of fighter he has. Yes, he's a talented fighter, but if I had to lean towards who I think is more skillful, is clearly Frank Sanchez. He's bigger than Jared too. Jared might be 6'3", maybe. Frank Sanchez is like 6'5", a little shorter than Effie. Effie is 6'6", from what I understand to be. So Frank Sanchez showed he can be in there with bigger guys and bigger punches. I haven't seen that with Jared Anderson. I forgot everything else. What else we was talking about today? That Vergil. Intro. Yeah, the Vergil. I already said what I said on there. If he got to go to the trainer, that's going to be pay more attention to him. The intro, Sean Mission Impossible. I'm glad Brandon making all these intros to show how dominant my intro is. Clearly is the best.
I don't know. The video got that. Next GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Today is Tuesday. What, Liz Lowe? Did I not get to you today? Thought I did that. My bad. I got the CYP on Block Talk. What you mean, Coach JT? Liz Lowe, did I get to you?
Nah, not today.
Oh, my apologies.
Get your ass in the ring and swing, man.
BoxingWords.com.
Hey, Daddy.
Boxing Thinking Man's game.
This
a dollar bill.
Skills up here. You gotta get out and think of motherfucker. That's what boxingwiz.com.
TBV, what's happening, man?
What up? What up?
Everything, coach. Appreciate you for the ballsy. I just want to say, just stop mentioning Bud name. Don't say that.
What you mean? He said he spoke to Espinoza and Cameron. That's all he could do. That's all he could do.
What they say?
I mean, they got to now make any efforts, but that's all he could do is say, hey, Crawford's a free agent, man. We'd fight him.
Okay. All right, we'll leave it at that.
That's why I say Crawford need to go sit down, see what they got for him.
Yeah, that seemed like the next move. Don't worry, I'm finna put some tweets out and shit. Hit the sister up, see what's shaking.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to the young man you had on here, bro. I love the way that cat talk. Now I will be honest, I do want to see him in there with somebody. Since he on the fast track, he talking like that. We gotta give him what he want. You understand? So I ain't knocking the young cat. Hey, bro, keep doing. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Keep doing your thing, bro. As far as the what's the big boys? Frank and fucking Anderson. Hey, let them squad, bro. That'll be a great ass fight. Let them squad. I know Jerron is a little on the inexperienced side, but hey, the man showing up and showing out. If he say he want to fight, he talking about sending the contract. God damn it, let do. Shout out to everybody. You know how it go, man. TBV next time. I'm out.
All right. I got Stone Bone Boxing, Colorado.
What up? What up? What up?
What's good?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Big baby stop Sanchez, man. Little bro stop Sanchez. Sanchez is a nice boxer, got nice boxing skills. But all the skills that Sanchez got, so does Big Baby. Footwork, hand speed, head movement, confidence. And he got something that Sanchez don't got. Sanchez don't got that killer instinct. He don't go for it. You saw him dancing around the ring for 12 rounds, still want to keep dancing. He don't really go for the stoppage. If it's there, he probably can get it, but that ain't his. That ain't what he has. The Big Baby out here wrecking shit. And shout out to the young GOAT, man. Shout out to the young Jahad Tucker, man. I know his team real well. Showtime Shay, that's my guy. That's some real solid brothers, man. That's family over there. That's future greatness on the rising. I'm going to stamp it right here. I'm telling you that's true. His team is solid. Them is real dudes. Even without Jay Prince, his team is real. Everybody around him is solid brothers. They've been holding down our team every time we in New York. So I want to shout out them. So peace to y'all, young brother. Keep doing your thing. Keep climbing these rankings. And we're gonna expect great things from you, man. And shout out to Cousin Mike. Shout out to Showtime. Shout out to Young Jihad, man. Y'all keep holding it down.
You said Tucker, right?
Yes, sir. Your interview. Okay. The guy you just interviewed.
Yeah. No, I was just making sure I heard right.
Yes, and I know his team, man. I've been knowing them for a long time now. We break bread together. He's part of the environment. You know what I mean? That's what we gonna call it. He's part of this mob tied in family, man. And that's from Nebraska to Texas to New York. He got a lot of dudes that ride with him, that supporting him. And his top guy, Showtime Shay, is a personal friend of mine, real brother, solid dude. And I'm expecting great things from them, especially from the people around him. So keep watching out, man. Next time you have him back, next you're gonna be like, damn, everything they say is coming true, young man. So keep grinding, man. Expect greatness. East Coast, y'all got one.
Well, all right, champ. Yeah, I mean, I'm already impressed, man. Like I said, somebody with 6 fights to have those 2 names on their resume, especially Gardner. He got me. I'm locked in. That is everybody. Nest GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel so you get those notifications every time we go live. Excuse me. Look for something around 5 or 7 tonight. And, yeah, we're out. Peace.